The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the Bigot Army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
If it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. He knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Okay. Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cuck Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
can I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Has your social
sprinkles.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you!
Drop, retard. Robocock.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き。よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
got to be one of the most uncomfortable clips. I'm telling you, man, it's rough. It's rough,
It was a
but you
bad
know
clip.
what? It's clipped. It exists. It's on the internet, and everybody should know about
I was eating, bro.
You'll be fine. Just take your headset off, like
that's what I do.
Yeah, like Sheepsidian does. All right, shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Hypnosis, episode 145. That is amazing. I can't believe there has been 145 episodes of this show. That is fantastic. Shout out to all you guys. We got a lot to talk about. It's been an amazing week. No, we're not just going to talk about the riots and Farm Dad all day, like some people out there are doing. We're going to talk about actual gaming stuff because that's what we cover every single day, every single week. That's our job, right, Smash?
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. Smash is just never on it. He's got to be quick with it, man. He's got to be quick with it.
I had my hands full. I'm trying to eat.
Hey, yo. I don't
First
wanna hear
time
that.
you've had your
What
hands
you
full.
mean?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? What the hell? How is that even? How do you confuse that with something sexual?
You've had your
got the hands
full
full.
quite often, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
That boy's trying to get a pre-stream legend off. That's what he's trying to do.
That's funny. Is that what we're calling it now? That's what we should call it now.
Crazy.
That's amazing. We got the real life fake wizard hanging out with us with a fucking Hawaiian shirt on. I mean, who is this guy,
Hell
bro?
yeah, man.
Like, this is the life, bro. This man is living in some sort of, I don't know, hotel mansion and Hawaiian shirt and fucking shades. And the guy is just this guy is living the life, man. I need to get on this level. How you doing, real life fake wizard?
You guys, I saw everything that was going on in LA, and I thought I'm gonna go there myself and check it out. And
nice.
I got deported, so I'm phoning it in right now with a microphone I picked up from an Office Depot that was pretty sketchy to go to in Mexico right now.
Very nice. Very
Cheers to
nice.
that.
We'll try to get you back. We'll definitely try to get you back. Everybody
I will need help. I'm starting a not GoFundMe.
Let's start a petition. That does stuff, right? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Happy to have you back here again for another episode, man. Always good to have you. Let's do our intros. Let's do our intros because, like I said, we got a lot to talk about, man. This has been a week filled with meltdowns, hypocrisies, journalists crying, titties everywhere. I mean, it's great. It's a fantastic thing. Let's start off with Smash JT.
For me, it was Tuesday. What's going on, guys?
Speaking of Tuesday, hold on one second.
And the Bigot Army raid. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best one take right now. I'm not as good as Hypnotic in his one takes on his videos that he cuts for his stream.
It's true.
Yeah. True.
It's funny because it's true.
You're goddamn right.
That he was extremely original about, and that I copied everything, and I don't have an original bone on my body, and I don't know how I live, or I don't even know how I breathe without Hypnotic telling me I need to inhale and then to remind me to exhale. Hypnotic is there for me every moment of my life. I don't know what to do without him, so I appreciate you, Hypnotic. Thank you for everything. But he's trying to throw me off with this raid. I had such a good one take going, and now I'm like, oh, gotta start over now. Gotta start over. Look at Hypnotic clipped. Thank you very much. Man, the clips of Smash JT are gonna fill your hard drive. And maybe pause on that because that sounds kind of weird.
Wow.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Smash JT, you can do your intro now, sir. Thank you so much.
Holy shit.
Right.
Wow. What the fuck do I even follow that
I mean, you said it all there. It sounded like you would have a little bit of an outward monologue there.
I
Just
would argue
letting it all out.
That was a pretty good one take for me getting it all out of me there. So, yeah.
Hey, yo, relax.
Not the first time you got it all out of you in one shot, huh?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Come on. Now.
Anyways, good to be here. On to Leon. Holy shit, we got a show to run here.
Wow, my video did his whole intro for him. It's great.
That's
I
crazy.
should do this more often. Leon, nice, well
Muted.
said,
Let
bro,
him
for
go.
sure.
Let him go.
No, definitely,
Let him go.
definitely.
Okay, apparently I was muted. I've been having so many audio issues. It turns out there's some other sources and whatnot. No, but I do want to say I'm also better at Smash AT than than one take videos because all my videos are one take as well. So you're learning from both of us. But yeah, no. Beyond that, I'm just excited to be here and talk about all this great news that I don't know.
miss
any of
Ryan.
what's
Bring
going
Ryan
on.
back when everyone just pile on Ryan, and it was
Hey,
fun.
yo, no, hell no.
Dylan, you gotta stop. This is like your
Shit is
fifth
crazy.
round
Hey, yo,
what the
already.
fuck?
I don't have a
Italians
sus
be wild.
meter, but if I did, it would be insane right now.
Everyone would just gang up on him.
You like that, wouldn't you?
Yo.
You used to gang up on Ryan. You still do, right?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Smash? You like trains?
Choo choo, motherfucker. Anyway, okay, Leon, you done?
yeah. Let's move on because all this news is gonna be new to me since I've been doing other shit with life. So let's go.
Nice. Damn, look at this comment.
I mean, yeah, nearly every day.
I mean, to be fair, with YouTube's algorithm, you probably would never know. Kata, take it away. Take it away.
Yeah, speaking of not making videos, hi, my name is Kata. I haven't done anything for an entire week but play Dune Awakening. And this segment is sponsored by Geeks and Gamers and Meta PC. Make sure that you like the stream. Oh, my, hey, God, my shoulder's looking nice today. I hope y'all are having a great Saturday.
What the
It's been
fuck?
an amazing week. All right, I'm here. We're not queer. We're ready to get it in. And if you don't see me talking, it's because I'm eating pizza. All right, this is a cheat day. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Why is a black guy eating pizza? That should be smashed.
I love pizza.
You don't got like a KFC nearby? or
Oh
something?
my
Anyway,
God.
Real life fake wizard.
No, we're not gonna speed past that because I hate KFC. I hate KFC. It's
Sure.
disgusting.
Sure. Yeah, I believe you. I
Another
believe you.
black man that hates chicken.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
So-
We got Kata, and then we got Atreus hating. Like,
No, I
bro,
eat some chicken now. I'm not gonna pretend like I ain't gonna eat no chicken. But
I'm just trying to say, man, you're not helping
My
stereotype.
roommate literally just brought me fried chicken. Just throwing that out there.
Why am I not surprised? All right, real life fake wizard, man. Tell everybody who you are if they don't know, which I highly doubt, but tell them who you are, what you do, where to find you.
Yeah,
good
I'm the
stuff.
real life fake wizard, and recently, aside from being deported for being apparently not an American as a wizard, yeah, I've been covering Nintendo lately, and people really hate me for
Dude, it's great.
covering that.
It's great.
And I say, bring it, bring the pain, baby. You know, your comments only make me stronger.
When I'm editing my last couple of days when I've been editing my videos, I would go through your comments just for the lulz because it's that bad. Like the comment, like the one video where you have like 60,000 views or something on Nintendo Switch, bro. The comments are crazy on that video. Oh my God, you would think you fucked someone's mom, bro. Seriously, it's crazy.
Cancellation's a state of mind, and like your words mean nothing to me.
No,
It's
great.
with the direct correlation when a video pops off and then people just coming in because you're getting popularity, they automatically just hate you. It's like
So something really interesting happened. So there's a video I put out. Certain people bought the Switch 2, and I broke down the market segmentation of it. That video
that was a
died.
good one.
That
Great
video
video.
completely died, and somebody took it and shared it onto Reddit. And they brought so much hate with them, it spiked it into the algorithm. It sent it into the freaking stratosphere, man.
Quiet,
Yeah,
giving away my secrets.
That's happened a lot, man.
beautiful.
They don't realize at the moment, like you post a video on Reddit, if that shit even remotely hits, forget about it.
There's a whole like Reddit hate thread about me in like our Nintendo Switch 2. And I just found
Man,
that out.
if I didn't know me and I went to Reddit to research me, I would think I was the worst person on the planet. So
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I just think everybody sounds stupid hating on a guy that dresses like a fake wizard. You sound stupid.
Wizard, are you?
You sound stupid.
Have you gone on the what is it, the saltier than crate, crack, something like that? Have you been on the saltier than crack Reddit yet?
I don't go on Reddit. I have a job and family.
No, I don't either. I'm just
life.
asking if you've been posted on there because I found out because somebody would always send it to me.
I haven't been sent it yet. So if I am
Okay.
there,
That entire Reddit is dedicated to hating like content like ours, basically. Like
I
the whole
didn't know
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Bring it, man.
Yeah. It's
I
all about
deleted
like
Reddit
hating.
like 2 years ago, and it's been the
They
best 2 years of
usually
my life.
focus on like the big like your critical drinker, neurotic, and fucking Star Wars theory. Like they focus on those guys, but every once in a while, bro, some of my videos stuck in there, and all those videos just boomed every single one. I'm like, please sneak me in there more. I'm about to post on a fake account, just sneak myself in there. That would be great. But in any case, I'm happy that you're here hanging out with us. Hopefully, you could get out of Mexico, and
Me too, man.
and if you can, it's fine. We'll page you in for Mexico. It's not a big deal. Sheepsidian.
What's going on, guys? I have been relatively away from the internet because I have like offline work that I do, pretty much changing out car batteries and stuff like that. So I have like almost no time to be online like I used to. I'm starting to find a groove though, and I'll get back into streaming in due time. But that's been the general crux of my week. I picked this up on the way home, and that's pretty nice. Kaiju number 8 side.
Good shit.
Volume 1. So I'm gonna add that to the collection back there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into some games talk. Been hearing a lot about Stellar Blade and how that just took off almost instantaneously, so that's good to hear. Otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty much dead to or not dead, but unknown to the rest of what's going on out there. Yeah, let's get into it.
Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart.
Thank
then
you.
we got Cold Classic Cage. Thou who fucks moms.
Oh my god. Well, first off, shout out to Hypnotic who hit 90K. Holy
Oh
fuck,
shit!
dude.
I forgot to say that in my intro. God damn it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. But it's good to see. Good to see overall, man. But I've had a busy week. Just just doing things halfway. Apparently, that's literally been my week. I've built my PC. I put Windows 11 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't bother to do anything else after that. Still have to install the drivers and whatnot. I just had no time. I was outside touching grass yesterday and getting a little bit of gaming in here and there. But even
Good
that,
on you.
bro, trying to mess around, redo like my fucking merch channel because I was adding something new, and come to find out, the site that I use claims that you can use up to six colors of embroidery, and clearly they don't, because we've tried everything and we've pretty much exposed that this company lies, apparently. But yeah, other than that, everything's cool. Cold Classic Cage here. Great chopping up with y'all today.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Cassie. All right, boys. Yeah, like Cassie said, yeah, I was gonna say it at the end, but yeah, we passed officially before the show aired 90,000. So we are.
I told
we're on
you.
the final road, man. We're on the final road.
So fast.
I told you
Final
months
10.
ago you are going to pause before I even say what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're going to exceed my number count on subscribers. There we go.
That was
What were you
really
even
funny.
going to say?
That was-
What were you even
You
going to
actually
say?
made
that
it
was
worse.
nasty?
You gotta
He
say
said
it.
that was gonna blow
We
him
gotta
out
know-
the
we
water
gotta
or
know.
something
I was
like
going
that.
to say he's
That's
going to
what
blow it out the wall. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
No, not going there. Let's say a different thing.
Yeah. It's all right, Smash. It's all good. I appreciate the E for everyone comment. That's good. That's
Bro
good.
somehow made it worse.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he made it worse.
It was like super awkward. But I was like, you know what? It's
I
just fine.
say that I think that one day you're gonna pass me.
Yeah, why couldn't you just say that? What the fuck?
Right.
What's wrong with
I
you?
don't know. I don't know.
Because you're inherently gay. That's why everything is just gay. That's what it is.
You understand, bro?
You try so
It is
hard to
Pride
avoid it, but you just be natural, man. Come on, we're celebrating.
Yeah,
We're celebrating.
Especially
It
this month
is,
of all
it is June, right?
it is.
Yeah,
It
Pride
is
Month.
June.
It is June.
But no, we did pass 90K. So thank you guys so much for the insane support. It's been a wild ride, man. Ever since February, a lot of channels, these guys will tell you. Well, except for RealLifeFakeWizard, he's fucking killing it, attacking Nintendo fanboys. But no, like it's been rough, man. Since February, something totally changed. It was literally like a fucking flip of a switch, and it's been a nonstop fight the entire time. But you guys know, I don't stop. Keep going, and we're here. we're here at this point. So thank you guys, and we're gonna keep grinding to try to make it to 100,000 because we were supposed to be.
That's a big leap today, by the way. You were at like 25 short. Now you're almost 25 past. That's a 50 sub jump in like a few hours. So good work for you, man.
Yeah, no, we're back to getting like 50 to 100 subs a day, and I think it's because I went back to my old 3 video a day format. So I guess it must be working.
That's probably why I copied you.
Yeah, about that. But no, it's working out great. So thank you guys. Seriously, we're gonna grind our way to 100K. We were supposed to be 100K by April, according to last year, and then February hit, and then all that went out the window. So, but we're gonna keep going because YouTube wants us to quit. That's the entire point of it, and you just can't. That's basically it. Unless you're a Trey's, then you just quit.
I mean, the struggle's been so real. It's like at this point, bro, I gotta. If YouTube won't put my videos in front of people that want to watch my content, well, I just have to go to other platforms to find other people. That's all it is at this point.
True. And also, I mean,
if I don't get more views, man.
If you guys shut up, if you guys use Reddit, I don't, but if you guys do use Reddit, I highly suggest, like, if you got like some of the bigger creators Reddits out there, share these guys' videos, put them out there, because every time, even if they don't get clicked on Reddit, the fact that you shared it on an external website is enough to just boost the video slightly.
Wait, hold on. You can share videos on Reddit for a good reason?
Jesus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
He's about to go off on that man.
I thought he was about to do some boomer shit, dude. I thought he was
No, making a joke.
Draw. He's like, hey.
Honestly, some people don't even recognize how much it does help when you, as a viewer that appreciates the work, goes out of their way to share the work to a whole new set of eyes. Like your platforms are, help us too. So that's something to definitely remember. If you do appreciate our work, definitely share it out to, people in your vicinity on your social media as well. You guys are You guys don't realize how truly powerful you are.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
And if you don't like it,
I share
post it on
Kata's
Reddit.
shit with the FBI all the time, specifically.
Oh my god, yo, that's crazy.
Right, of course you would.
Dude, I had
But
the
on
best
that
month
note-
of my entire YouTube.
So on that note,
I'm trying to show love to the people, man. No, it doesn't even matter anymore. In the moment,
no, it matters. It matters. Listen, Kata had his best month. This man's been killing it. In all sincerity, I fuck with him all the time because I like being a troll. But Kata has been absolutely killing it. I knew him when he was super small, and he's still super small in real life now.
Wait a minute.
But at
Crazy.
the end of the day, listen, even though he's small in real life, his channel's not anymore, and it's
You got
a great
yourselves a
thing.
whole D&D crew right now. Hypno's a troll. We got a wizard, and then fucking Kata is a halfling.
Yo,
my
the
God.
black hat. They got black halflings? No.
Wizards of the
Well,
Coast.
actually,
are-
you could be-
probably.
You
New
could be
Drow,
the rings of power kind of like new hobbits they got going on.
Am I a
Definitely against
paladin?
Summon Dragon Slayer.
Paladin?
Paladin, you are missing about 100 pounds of muscle to be a paladin. What are you talking? Unless you're talking about Wizard of the Coast paladin, it was like a fat woman in a wheelchair.
No,
Bro, you
Okay.
cooked
Sorry,
hard.
drinking
You got like
your
a,
insure.
you got like an 8 charisma bard over here in with JT.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
y'all are
crazy.
funny. Yo, hey,
Seriously.
time him out for 5 minutes. All right?
No, let's not
Don't
time him out, but instead let's
great.
celebrate his comment.
Legendary.
Oh shit.
Kata's sick of my shit. This is why he works for someone else now. It's amazing.
Bro, I'm pretty sure when I die, they're gonna have like E tombstones, like electronic tombstones. I want that shit as my
Damn, that sounds depressing as fuck, bro. The
It's
electronic
funny.
tombstone.
It's
Can
funny
you
as hell.
imagine that? That's depressing, bro.
I mean, my other
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go visit my dad at his grave. Yeah, where's he at? He's I don't know, segment B on the CPU. Let me just bring him
There
up on
you
the
go.
screen really
I
quick
don't
and
know.
just
It
cry
can't be
about
any
it.
worse than how I feel about death. I say if I die, just throw me in a fucking garbage bag and leave me out for the garbage, man. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
The fuck? So that people can think you're a murder victim? What the fuck?
Yeah, basically.
Dude, at that point, I don't care. I'm dead. What does anything
Nah.
matter?
I mean,
I
what you
live
do-
for
do-
now.
What you do is you
Oh
get
my-
cremated and tell somebody and have it on your urn. Careful, I'm ashy. That's way better.
That's insane, bro.
I'll always
That's
want my
insane.
tombstone just say born yes, died yes, instead of having dates. Like everything.
Board just died yesterday.
What's wrong with you? I swear.
Hey, look, 24 hours is
Anyway.
over a week ago. So
Listen, boys,
That
we
is
got
great. Holy shit.
we got to get into the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. So best segment. What the fuck is?
Is this man playing Stellar Blade right now? Yo, get him the fuck out of here, dog. No way he's playing Stellar Blade right now.
Alec fucking dildo.
Are you playing another game that you will never complete?
Hey, you know what? They don't.
This
get
game might
finished
bring
if you
him
don't
to
start 'em,
completion,
okay?
though.
He just wants you to watch the penises fly by his head. That's all.
Speaking of complete, I beat God Eater 3 last night. That was pretty cool.
Word.
How is your chat not holding you accountable for not completing any games that you play?
Dude, my chat's been great lately.
Wait,
and
have you
we
beat
are-
Expedition 33?
That didn't answer the question.
No.
we are going to be completing Expedition 33 tonight, actually. Very excited about that.
That game's
No, you're
amazing.
not.
Yeah, or
No, we
hey,
are.
everybody in Smash JT's audience is watching. You can come watch me play Resident Evil 4 tonight instead, which is a way better game anyway.
Smash.
Well, I
I
don't know.
am
Yeah,
up
Leon from
to
the
I am
channel.
up to 8 games completed.
No, I've been counting.
And you have
six.
not.
Six.
What are you talking about? I beat Mind's Eye and Midnight Walk in 2
Oh my
days.
god.
Yeah, that's 6, not 8.
No, it's not. It was 6 before those 2. Yeah, drink the water.
Hey, Hugo,
Anyway,
we got to pre-stream legends just so we can get to St. Hugo's post. That was great.
pre-stream legends. Let's fucking
Money,
go.
money, print money, cash,
Money, well.
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash,
well.
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
The best thing Will has ever done by far. Pre-stream legends, boys, man. Look at this guy. We got Disgusting with a 10. Says, don't know if I'm going to be able to watch, but let's fucking go and hail to everyone. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out.
I don't know if you're watching, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We got Mr. Youper, 199 for a 5. I want to know who said they were going to Smash. Oh, by the way, you saw the poll?
Yeah.
Well,
You
what
guys
about
need
the
to
poll?
repent.
What's the poll?
So the poll has 4 options. You're either gooning to Eve,
Oh, God.
you're gooning to 2B, you're gooning to Android 18, or you are gooning to Smash JT.
Oh my God, I'm voting for myself here.
And
Let's go.
15% of people voted Smash JT.
Hell
in,
no.
all, in all actuality, Smash JT is ahead of Android 18 by 2%.
Oh, that's
and
wild.
2B
So, but here's
by
the-
3%.
This is how you know that these are like the wokies and game journals of the chat. Like, these are the people that won't donate money to your super chats because when you do the waifu war, the waifu battle, 18 beats Eve every time. So
That's true. That's
just
true.
saying,
Or,
there's
yeah,
a
that-
discrepancy there.
That poll is currently being voted on by safe horny people.
For sure. For sure. The people who like Hephaestus from Hades or something. We got a Dare Soto gifting 1 membership. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Beautiful. Zexel with a 5 says, if I ever hear Smash JT moan one more time, I'm gonna be deaf.
Me too.
Yeah, I would say it's so funny because I could see everybody backstage, and whenever I play that clip, everybody just takes their headset off. Like nobody wants to hear that shit. It's so bad.
I'm surprised Sheep even shows up on time knowing that it's coming.
It's bad. It's bad. Benji Alucard with a 2 to no one's surprise. Atreus is not here. Yep. Yep.
I thought he said he was definitely coming this time too. What happened?
No. At this point, I'm looking for a replacement at this point.
He's gonna show up at the end of the stream, like, yeah, man. So, and I was in some guts, man.
I'm literally not gonna add him. Like I'm over it. Toxin with 199. Kata hit the record button next time.
Dude, thanks for reminding me, you light-skinned bastard. I appreciate it.
Jesus.
St. Hugo with a 2, and the intro raspberry goes to Grifted Gamers. There you go. Axel Jessen with a 2. Kata's traps looking huge. No homo.
Thanks.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
there's a
he's a
little bit of homo
gamer, so
there.
he's got the slouch shoulder thing going on. That's the only reason why, bro.
Oh man, hold on.
That's the only reason why. It's all right. It's all right. Sleeping Nova, member for 21 months of legendary status. Question: for Hypnotic and panel. If you guys were president for your term and all, what would you do? Hail the chat.
In tax, just in all taxes, taxation.
I'd
stuff.
abolish every single government job. Don't try me.
I would like to do
what you're
that, but I
saying
think the
is-
checks and balances won't work.
So what you're saying is y'all both would be assassinated.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why I don't want to run for president.
I would
Anything
make
do, I'd be
I would
assassinated.
make I would make a military draft, but just for OnlyFans girls.
Oh my god.
I
No,
would
you should-
figure out
you
a way
shouldn't-
to make
you
sure
shouldn't
that
give military draft
BlackRock
to Playboys.
can't buy houses anymore.
Oh, you would
BlackRock
definitely
State
be
Street.
assassinated.
Yeah, you'd be
Dude,
dead
I'm
before
gonna
you
get
even
killed for being a fake wizard talking about Nintendo. All right, it's the same
Fair
shit,
enough.
just a different hat.
Yeah, that's not. You're not lying there.
Or they're gonna catch
Oh.
your ass at the fucking presidential debate.
Saint Hugo with a 5. Look, it's real life fake gamer. Oh, hey, wizard next to him. Oh shit.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
Damn.
Crazy.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm over here just doing my thing, and I'm catching strays.
Hooked.
I'm the only one playing a game right now, and I'm getting called the fake gamer.
Cap,
What the hell?
Cap. I'm playing Dune Awakening right now. Stop
Prove
lying.
it. Prove it. Put it on screen.
Saint
Prove it.
Hugo, this was one of the best comments ever, bro. Shout out
It
to you.
was. Let me go ahead and turn my fucking camera to Power World real quick.
Jesus Christ. Demon Carol for a 2, and yet still no Mass Effect smash.
Well, this is topical for tonight. I'm not going to finish this. I'll just go to Mass Effect.
Yeah, of course not. Of course you're not going to finish it.
Yeah.
We know that. Fucking guy. Chicken Senpai with a 189, dropping a crazy amount of fried chicken. Thank you so much. And then we got Teflon Dong with the 5 Hypnotic memberships. Shout out to Mr.
Represent.
Teflon Dong. I appreciate you. Nexus Nocturne with a 2. Gonna be a blast seeing you all tonight. Hail all. What's up, Nexus? How you doing? Mervoth with a 2. So are you getting a new black replacement for Saturday?
That's crazy.
Might have to. I might have to be honest with you. Kyle B for 7 months smash. I made it that airbag account posted that joke I made about the black box on your Steam. Hypno stop picking on Smash. NA pick away. Ha 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 ha.
Wait.
There you go.
There's a lot going on in that comment.
All
Thank
I
you,
know
Kyle.
is he said to not pick on you, and I shall not listen.
That's why I
And
love
I
Kyle.
will
He rocks.
ignore that order.
He did say he was kidding and to pick away, so that's
Oh,
fine.
he's serious. He's serious.
Shout out to Cal B. Thank you so much. And then we got Rumble. We got Snooty Mims for a 20 banger on Rumble. Says Hypnocast for the win. TNT versus Hypnocast panel. You and your panel keep it real, no hype. Hail World of Gaming, Weebs and Kaboom, X Luigi 34, Comics Dad channel, good people, good channel. Rumble is loyal like a wolf pack.
Damn, a lot going on in that one too.
That's a long fucking super chat. You guys are
They use
epic over
every
there.
character in,
Every
Yeah.
character. I expect no
Yeah.
less, Snooty Mims.
You used the
Shout
shit
out
out of
to
that
you, brother.
fucking economy on that fucking comment, bro.
Shout out to you. It was 20 banger. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Juman for $1 says, happy 250th birthday to my fellow Army brothers and fellow veterans, as we are the oldest branch and older than the nation.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Fucking legend. Butter Biscuit for $1. Week 2 of normalcy. Here's to hoping the rest of my summers that way. Haha. Appreciate the kind words. The last couple of weeks, keep rocking and rolling, fellas. Fuck yeah, dude. Keep giving us updates, man. Hope everything is well. Snooty Mims for a 10. Hail Hypnotic for reading every super chat. There are streamers who won't. Seriously, thank you. Also, shout out to Cassie for making her Rumble debut a couple of days ago. You did great. I saw that. I was happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Oh,
That's
look,
awesome.
Cassie has her hair down today.
That's
gonna be
crazy,
a
man.
great night.
Even a woman can make her way to Rumble and it's not considered too much work. And yet there are some people on this panel.
I don't know how to take this.
Some people on this panel.
Maybe kick is just my thing.
It just proves that Cassie has the bigger dick. That's literally
I
it.
don't know how to take that either.
Cassie was on
do
Kick
really
like
like-
2.5 years ago, bro.
She
do
was.
really
I
like
was
Kick,
also
though.
on Kick a while ago.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you on kick right now?
I deleted it. I deleted it like I think like 2 months ago.
Throwing
Oh,
daggers at
man.
me and he's not on fucking kick right now. All right, I see how it
What
is.
the fuck is kick?
Yeah, but I'm on Rumble.
It's a Twitch
Twitter,
alternative.
I'm on
that
YouTube.
is viable.
Yeah, you're on Kick. How's it going over there?
Great.
Yeah. Amazing.
That's all he has to report back. Great.
I mean,
Now
I just-
he's actually gained a lot of followers in a very short period of time. I went and followed him like a week ago, and when I followed you, I think you had like 30 followers. Now you're up to like almost 250.
yeah,
Not
it's
bad
getting
at all.
close to 300. It's
Not bad at all.
It's going really well. I'm serious. Like I'm hyped for it.
Good job, Smash. I'm
Thanks.
happy for you. If only you could finish games and stop lagging on your screen, but that's
I'm
fine.
not lagging.
Yes,
It's
you
not
we
lagging for me.
got we got Snooty Mims for another 10. Damn, it says
Don't say
Hail
something
Hypnotic.
else.
Hail Hypnotic for the 90,000. Next step, 1 billion. Puppy. Whoa, we got to get to 100K first. And he says, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. And then Anime Mania 500 gives 1 membership over on Rumble as well. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And
Dude,
then we got
that was
2
the first
more.
thing. That was the first thing people said to me when I got to 100,000. They're like, "Oh, go for 1 million now." I'm like, "Bro, let's aim for 110."
Yeah,
Like, holy-
baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
Fantastically, amazingly brilliant for a 5. Hail King Bigot in panel. Nice to see real life fake Gandalf here. Is he on vacation? Well, at least he isn't real life fake gamer like Smash JT.
There it is again.
I love this chat, bro. I love this chat. You guys are
Oh.
amazing. Because God knows he ain't gonna be held accountable over at his chat. You know, he's too busy getting funded by the Canadian government over there. He's not gonna be held accountable. It's all right though.
Hey,
All right.
I love us Northern Canucks up there, whatever they call them.
Connects, yeah.
Canada.
Demon Carol with a 5. You want a replacement for a Trace? You could pick up Cryptic when he starts that manga channel. Cryptic, you talking about a dirty fake Cryptic?
Yeah, I'm a dirty fake Cryptic.
Okay.
He's
Think about
supposed to be. I've been on. I've been telling him for a while now to fucking make that channel. He keeps saying it's coming, but
Well, I don't hire based on skin color. I hire based on merits. So we'll see.
What the hell
We got-
am I doing here?
You
So
had
basically-
merit, and then you threw it away.
So basically what I heard is I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna finish playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, then I'm just gonna build Gundam model kits and show off my manga collection.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Cool.
Mervoth with a 5 for the panel. If you could design a game, current gen from a past game, what would you make? Me, Resident Evil Outbreak, it'd be raining money.
the game didn't sell well.
Current
then, it
game
wouldn't
from
sell well now.
last. Current game from last. That's a tough one, man. There's so many.
Kid Icarus.
If you could design a
Kid
game
Icarus?
current gen from a
Yep.
past game.
Bring it back. The OG Kid Icarus. I'm not talking 3DS Kid Icarus. I mean the NES Kid Icarus. Like in a Metroidvania style. It would be amazing.
If I can make sure it was proper and not like for the modern audience, give me Dino Crisis.
There's
I
a good
was going to
answer.
say that. I just
Give me-
installed that again from my backup, and I'm like, yeah, this needs.
Give me a modern Dino Crisis. That's or Legend of Dragoon.
Hell yeah.
But we would never get real like actual proper versions of that.
We should get another Frontlines Fuel of War. That was a 360 game. That not
Let's
a
get
lot
it
of
shit.
people
No, the
played.
right answer, guys, is the Jack and Daxter trilogy. Do what you do with Crash and Spyro. Just give us the exact same game. That just looks prettier with some remastered audio. That's it.
I
Fair.
would remake Spider-Man 2018 and I would remove specifically MJ. That
You should remake that game but without MJ.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, for
Not
me,
even without the missions, just get rid of her.
I would dive into some licensed material we know is never going to come back. So either remake of the Godfather games or the Scarface game.
Scarface game. Oh man, can you imagine a really actual well done Scarface game?
They
Where you
did
get
their
to you
thing
get
on
to play
PS2, man.
you get to play through the rise of his power all the way down to his
Mhm.
down. Oh, that would be amazing.
No, well, the PS2 game was
No, the
did
PS2
like, it
game
was
was-
like a what if ending where he didn't
Yeah.
die and you got to continue the empire. It was like the world is not enough or something like that, or
You have to like rebuild your empire because you technically lost it.
That's
it's
so
pretty
sick.
cool. Yeah,
I feel like it would be such a sick idea.
Best Scarface game is GTA Vice City.
sorry, the world
Yeah.
is yours. Not
True,
the world.
true.
No, it's not enough as James Bond. The world is yours was the game.
Can we get Scalebound, bro?
Yeah, it's not out. It's not out, fam.
I know. I just wanted it to happen.
You too? Okay, bet.
St. Hugo with a 2. So JT, is your monolith down to 32 by now? Right?
I can't even get mad at that because that's actually a fantastic comment. That's
That is a
hysterical.
great comment.
Credit
At
where
this
it's due.
point, the expedition ran out of time with Smash.
That's amazing. I'm the first person to get to that expedition.
It's counting down. Teflon Dong with a 2. Remake Def Jam. Fight for New York.
Yes,
dude. Oh my
Yes.
god, if only.
Fuck.
I'm surprised
Okay.
no one said Legend of Dragoon, even
Or
though I
the
never
Punisher
really got into
game.
that one.
I literally said
Didn't hit
Legend of
nine?
Dragoon. You
Yeah,
should be
yeah, you
fucking
did say
paying
it.
attention.
Oh,
This is
God.
twice.
This
There
is
it
how
is.
you know you can't play games and pay attention. This
He
No,
quite
I'm
literally
no,
got
no,
it.
no, no. Okay, it wasn't.
I
the
literally
game.
said Dino
Okay, but
Crisis
hear me out,
and
hear me
Legend
out.
of Dragoon. You
Hear me
fuck.
out,
How did
though.
you not hear that?
hear me out. It wasn't the game. I was loading up the stream on my phone because people said I was lagging, and sure as shit, it was lagging on the phone, but it's not lagging for me. So I don't know why StreamYards it's lagging when everything's perfectly fine on my end. It's annoying. But it wasn't the game. It was me doing like other things. Sorry. Carry on.
This fucking guy. I swear to God. I swear to God. I literally said it. How can I don't know.
No, I
Anyway.
believe you. I believe you. I just don't listen.
There's a shock.
You don't listen.
Surprised. Why am I not surprised? All right. I think we're fully caught up. Let me just double check. Yes, we are fully caught up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream support. We'll catch up.
Wait, where's Will tonight? Didn't he say he was going to be coming or no?
He said
He did, and then he said he might be late or something.
Ah, okay.
So he's basically the white version of Atreus at this point. So
yeah.
it's fine.
Well, I mean, he does have some shit going on in his life right now, so that's acceptable.
Right. That's why I don't give him shit. Atreus, though, he's just, he's Atreus.
Whack.
Anyway, all right, we're gonna talk about Stellar Blade first, because that's obviously the hot topic, and some people are playing the game right now, knowing damn well they'll never finish it. Stellar Blade has been cooking, boys and girls. It is a beautiful thing. So Stellar Blade hit an all-time new peak, by the way, today of 188,576. It actually happened live while I was playing this morning. People in the chat were just like cheering it on, like, oh, we got more, higher. This game is cooking so bad, in a good way, by the way. The journalists are melting down again, and it's amazing because this game is a little over a year old, and like I discussed on my stream, and I'm sure you guys did as well on your streams and videos. The journalists are not happy. If you look at this article here from PC Gamer to kind of start the conversation, it is it is interesting. Gooner Game of the Year, Stellar Blade mods are 41% smut, ensuring gamers will never see the light of heaven. Now, I don't know when journalists suddenly became religious, but that's
I
besides
was
the
wondering
point.
the same thing.
That's besides the point.
That title,
Especially, yeah.
I was about to say that title reads as if that's someone who's never saw pussy in her life.
Probably, considering this guy was interested in a $20,000 sex doll for Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. But
Wait, is that really true?
Yes,
that is 100% true. Shall I
If
show
you
you
wanna
the
see
evidence?
something even more funny,
Shall I show you the evidence?
Let's
I
go
don't
to the
know if
videotape. Hold on, don't interrupt yet. Hold on, because we have a question. Is it true?
Yes.
Is it true? Did Hypnotic lie? All right, so let's
I'm
go
not saying
here.
You're lying. I'm just.
I'm selling the story, goddammit.
Gotcha.
Find Joshua Wallen says, find love and abandon God with this $20,000 fully customizable Baldur's Gate 3 Astarion sex doll. Published on October 10, 2024 by Joshua Wolins, who, by the way, also wrote the Gooner Game of the Year article that we're all talking about 6 hours ago, which was really yesterday. Joshua Wolins.
Don't forget his latest article before that one when he was talking about RuneScape and the LGBTQ stuff.
Oh yeah, the RuneScape thing is something too.
Which, by the way, this guy admits in this article with the $20,000 sex doll that he goons at work. Mr. The gooners are bad. He says, this may be the last hour you hear from me. As I speak, I suspect PC Gamer's IT department is drafting something at PC Gamer's HR department. The subject, a list of websites that I visited by Joshua Wolins on his work browser. Nice.
I want to call absolute bullshit on this because this would lead us to believe that PC Gamer has enough money to have an IT department.
They probably don't, to be fair.
They don't.
You're probably right on that. Which is why he got away with it, He probably thinks they have an IT department. They probably said, hey, don't look at porn on the computers.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to test that theory. But in any case, so let's go back to the article. The Gooner Game of the Year. Is that what this is, guys? The Gooner Game of the Year?
Nah, I'm pretty sure there are going to be other Gooner games coming out this year. We'll see.
I don't know why it keeps getting called a Gooner game when it's not.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. I don't think it's a good.
Everyone constantly talks about Eve, on both sides of the aisle, right? And how sexy she is. When it's like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm not opposed to that discussion at all because, Eve is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But I just this is a good hack and slash game here. This is a game that has a lot of great fundamental, things about it that are worth referencing. It's not like it's not like those, notorious sex games that I get gifted on stream on stream through Steam. It's not like
Nazi Fury.
I don't know. I don't know if it's comparable to like Senran Kagura. I've never played those games, but I constantly hear them referenced.
Those games are actually pretty fun. They're just lewd is all. That's all.
Yeah. So like yes, Eve is the topic of discussion as she should be, but there's more to her character than putting her in like, the skin graft suit. Like she has one of her cool outfits is to me when she's in like the, the skinny jeans and the little, hoodie. I think that's a cute outfit. And it's not necessarily Gunnar-esque. There's plenty of outfits in the game that's not Gunnar-esque that still, make her look sexy, even despite not really giving you all that, extra.
Right. Well, can you make me full screen real quick? Because the reflections on her shirt right there. I don't know if you saw that before it cut. It's like the tiny attention to detail is incredible. And it's not just that she's super attractive. It's the game itself. This is one of the best looking games I've seen on PC.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's a good game. It's amazing.
The game definitely has amazing attention to detail, and one of the ways that you know that is with your sidekick Adam. So when you try to scan the map, right? When you scan the map above water, it makes a standard, kind of like technology sound, whatever. When you scan the map underwater, it actually turns that sound into sonar. Like they didn't have to do that. They could have kept the regular sound, but just changing it to sonar when you're underwater is just an extra little touch on top of other things too. The game, it's fantastic music, great graphics, good gameplay in my opinion. It's more of a hack and slash, not so much of a Souls like. It's not a Souls like in my opinion. People like to call it Souls like. I don't think it's a Souls like at all.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's a hack and slash.
It's more of an action game.
Yeah.
I have a serious question. Why aren't they calling GTA 6 the next Gunnergate game when you see bitches twerking on it? Yeah. Like I have a real funny feeling that if this game was made by like, somebody that the director was a black woman per se or LGBTQ per se, I feel like they would definitely not have this type of approach at all.
Of course not.
Well,
There would be no attack to it, and we already know that, right? Because we actually have the LGBTQ/save horny version of a Gunnar game that was a mainstream hit, and that's Baldur's Gate 3. We keep bringing that up because if you're gonna sit here and call this Gunnar Game of the Year, right? Mind you, it's not even a new game. It's already come out on PS5. It's just now just a re-release on PC. But whatever, you're gonna call this Gunnar Game of the Year. But Baldur's Gate 3 has a million more mods available to it, and a lot of them are heavily
not even mods. Baldur's Gate 3 has more just explicit sexualness to it
they have
in
actual
the base
nudity
version.
Yeah,
they have
like
actual
actual dick and balls physics. You know what I mean? Like this is what we're talking. But again, these people, and this is why I went through the history of this particular journalist because it's always the same shit, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like maximum. I mean exactly what I mean. These people. Maximum projection at any given time. Here's a simple fact, like Cassie was saying. If Eve was a black character or if Eve was a gay character, none of this would be a discussion. Nobody would care. She would be celebrated through and through, and it wouldn't even be a thing. The fact of the matter is Eve was made by people that are not Western developers. That's number one. That's big red flag number one for these people. They don't like that, which is why Paul Tassi is on Twitter. We're going to talk about his dumbass. Paul Tassi is on Twitter right now, trying to devalue the Asian buyer, which he doesn't even realize that's what he's doing, but that's literally what he's doing.
Or worse, he does realize it and doesn't give a fuck.
That's probably more. That's probably more accurate, to be honest with you, because they did this with Black Myth Wukong. They only do this with Asian games where they try to say, "Whoa, the majority of the people that bought this game are from Asia." And who gives a fuck? Anyway,
we're not even all Asian games. No, because guess what they don't do? They don't do this with Capcom. They don't do this with Koei Tecmo.
No,
they don't do this with they don't do it with the Asian companies that have capitulated to the Western ideologies and sensibilities.
Of course not. And then the hilarious thing is that there was somebody that was trying to run damage control for him in his comment section. He was like, "Hey, bro, why are you so mad? Paul Paul Tassi was just trying to make a interesting observation about the game. I'm like, wait a second. So you mean to tell me? Let me make this very clear so I can understand we're both on the same page. You mean to tell me that to you, my good man, an interesting observation is for somebody to say that a game that was made by Asians for Asians was bought primarily by Asians, and that is a somehow
an own
revelation? Like, is that what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are we really saying here? And
I just want to put this out there. Like, anybody who says some silly shit like I'm just making a simple observation is somebody who's trying to innocent their way out of a fucking a dumbass take.
They know exactly what they're
doing.
doing.
Don't let those motherfuckers get away with that shit. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking. Just shut the fuck up. How about that?
And it's
So
like,
now this article here, though, that we have up, the biggest problem with it is that it's discrediting everything else around it. So, like, you're discrediting the idea that, firstly, this is a game that's been out for a year, like we've said. You've discredited that there's an actress behind it, which is something they love to pretend that's not true, which is very, very true. Like,
Very
Eve
telling.
actually has a body double, real life person.
That was one of the first things they started going with was, this is not a possible female form.
Not
And
realistic,
then
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
then when
makes
that
it
got
sound
found
like
out,
this
they're
game
like,
is
instant goalpost
specifically for
move.
gooners, which it is not. And so now you're affecting the marketing of this game, which most people have known has been out for a year, but like it's not a gooner game.
Bro,
Yet
this
is the spin.
conversation is so hot right now. You would think this game is a brand new release because this is the same conversation that we had a year and change ago. Like it's almost word for fucking word. Same
It's the
argument.
exact same conversation that we had last year.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is the Gooner game. Oh, this is just for people that like to beat the video games.
It's
like
a little bit different because they've been waiting for this because PC mods. Like, let's be real. Like, that's a little
But you realize how disingenuous of a conversation that is.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
know.
are. Here's what they're doing, and then I'm sorry, Katie, you could go. Here's what they're doing. They know that the game, again, people who are saying, "Oh, it's a Gooner game," bro. First off, the outfits have nothing to do with your stats. You could wear whatever outfit you want. There are regular outfits that cover everything. There are Gooner outfits that show a lot. And the starting outfit, by the way, covers everything. There is nothing that can be seen with the starting outfit, the green outfit that Smash currently has on right now, except her arms, which if you're scared of her arms, I don't know what to tell you.
There is a lot.
By the way, real quick, Resident Evil 4 remake, Nexus mods, first page right now. Lip fillers for Ada. Lewis exposed chest. A mod that turns Ada into some sort of super exposed anime girl. What's
Basically,
another one?
gamers are gooners, and that's it is.
A mod to turn Ashley into Aerith with her Costa del Sol outfit, so her bikini. Another hot anime girl mod. This first page, 5 sexy mods for Resident Evil 4 on Nexus mod.
Well,
the fuck out of here, Nat. Like this is just a stellar blade.
Well, I was trying to say, good.
No, journos wouldn't be the first set of Homo sapiens to hate on PC gamers for having all of the power.
Keyword homo.
Ooh.
What I will say, like I said before, so the game, if you are expressing yourself in a gooneristic fashion in this game, you are choosing to do so. Okay, you are choosing to use the outfits that are optional in the game that show a lot versus using the outfits in the game that don't show a lot. That is a choice of the player. The simple fact is that if it offends you, you can play with the default outfit, the green outfit that shows absolutely nothing, and you will not be handicapped in the game at all in the slightest because your stats and everything and your gear are separate from your visual outfit.
Even
so
better,
the people who are out there trying to say that this is a gooner game, you are choosing to partake in that conversation, and other people are choosing to troll you with it because they know it's going to upset you. That's why they do it. This Stellar Blade, the reason why people on both sides talk about it is because the people who are on the gooner side, they talk about it because they know that over the last couple of years, there has been, without a doubt, an attempt to try to uglify characters in video games, mainly women. And they basically are using Eve as a form of protest, I guess you can say, against that. And so they go a little bit above and beyond to make sure that every single fucking wokey and journalist sees that post on X with Eve jiggling from a ladder. They make sure that people can see it because it's a form of protest. And the people on the other side, they talk about it because, well, it's ideologically against them and it's against everything they stand for. And they want to see it taken away, which is why they hate Asian games, because they know damn well Asian games, for the most part, are not going to play that shit. So it's a constant fight between both sides. But the simple fact is, it's a fucking good game. And the conversation should be about how good the game is. I don't care how hot a character is. I don't care how desperate you think people are. If people just want to goon to Eve, there is R34. There are plenty of videos out there. They're not going to spend $60 to $80, $90, whatever it is for the deluxe. They're not going to spend that money, play hours on end, and it's not going to hit a concurrent player base of 100, almost 200,000 people. It's not going to happen because there's actual literal porn games out there that only get like 100 concurrent players, and they show everything. So what is it really about? It's about the fact that this is a good game that just so happens to feature an actual attractive character that both sides that want to piss each other off are utilizing to their benefit, while everybody else in the middle is part of that 180,000 plus that are playing the game and making that concurrent player count so high.
But by the way,
My
I
battery's
want to
died.
point out that Stellar Blade so far, 41% are lewd mods, or whatever they want to say, is smut. Well, I'm on the front page of the Next Mod page right now. First of all, it's only got 280 mods. Second of all, literally everything on the front page is something I would be a-okay showing on YouTube and like not worry about TOS violations at all. Like here's some of the first few. A photo mode that doesn't hide the character model, a clean reshade, a new outfit that's actually far less revealing than some of the ones in game. It's literally just her in a it says Synthetic Authority, so I think it's just from another game. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 animated main menu, Neuralink suit recolor, so just recolors the suit she already has. Point is, literally everything on page 1, just scroll through it, you can show on YouTube. More artistic Chinese font is the next one. Scarlet Hat removal. Like, what do you mean?
My thing is they are using mods to try to devalue the conversation of the base default game.
Yeah. What
the fuck does the mods have to do with anything about the base default experience? Like, if you are talking about, oh, it's Gooner Game of the Year because there's 41% smut out of the mods that are available online for the game, those are single player mods that you will never see if you never install them yourself. They are not the base game. They're not the default game. And the simple fact is, this is not the only game, like you said earlier, that has these smut mods, because it doesn't matter how innocent of a game that you have, there's a horror mod for it. Simple. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, even like you said, Resident Evil, even Marvel Rivals has fucking nude mods for it. All right. Marvel Rivals, a fucking team shooter, has nude mods.
Ultimately, what it boils down to is the mods don't fucking matter until Jeff Keighley puts them in the Game Awards. So it's that simple. Go fuck yourselves.
And to be fair, too, for all the people who are saying, really quick, kid, for all the people who are saying that the game is over sexualized, I see a lot of women, a lot of woke women saying this shit. You guys are aware that this game is heavily streamed by women, and the women that are streaming this game are slutting Eve out like crazy.
Absolutely true.
Talking about how hot the outfits are, how some of them wish they could have some of these outfits, and I'm not talking about the ones that cover them up. I'm talking about fully fucking slutting out Eve and enjoying every bit of it. So I mean, what are we really doing? Anyway, Katie, go ahead. Sorry.
That was my fucking point. That most of the mods that get downloaded are by women. By the way, most women play the games like that.
This goes back a long ways with women in the gaming space. It goes back all the way to the older Saints Row games. A lot of female friends that I know played Saints Row, and it would make the sluttiest female that they possibly could. I was over here being the modest one, being like, I'm going to make Robert Downey Jr. because I think he's cute as fuck. And then they're just like, yeah, I'm just making this slutty whore. It's like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's true though. Why do you think so many women were disappointed that their cute avatars in Pokemon Go got fucking trans? Yep. Every single one of them were mad because women like to dress up the characters and put crazy slutty outfits on and all that kind of shit. Otherwise, Halloween would not be a big market for slutty outfits. Everybody knows that's what girls like to do. So let's stop pretending like it's just men and gooners who are shut the fuck up, bro. It's the most disingenuous thing.
It works the same way with the general consensus of women who do play games where you can create your character. The girl's going to be relatively attracted to very attractive. Right. And the same thing is going to be for guys who make their characters, relatively muscular to very muscular, on average. If you're making a twinkish character, that speaks to you as a dude. That means you got some demons you need to talk about, with your therapist or some shit like that. But otherwise, dudes are not out here trying to make like some soft ass dudes, and at the same time, they're not trying to make muscly ass women. I mean, unless it's for the memes. But otherwise, that's just how gaming works. You're gonna sit here and complain because because people want to play a game in the way that they want to play a game. Like, what
Look
are
at
you
this fucking guy, bro.
I
made my meat massive in Cyberpunk, even though I would never see.
I don't fucking care. Do your thing. Don't tell me about it.
But listen, if you don't think, if people out there genuinely don't believe that women be dressing in all kinds of interesting ways, if you haven't been to a con, like an anime con or whatever,
shit.
Just go to one, bro. Like, just go to one, and your entire worldview will change, because we all goddamn know the girls ain't trying to dress like dudes, unless they, maybe once in a blue moon. But for the most
might
part,
be the last statement I make. Jessica Nigiri, however you pronounce her name.
Nigiri.
She took Pikachu and turned that shit into something slutty. Like, what are we doing?
Well, now and then because
I'll be right back. I'm gonna Google
like,
that.
they're not here trying to dress like dudes. No, they are. But a lot of them are taking these dudes and like doing like a hot, sexy
Dude,
female
not it.
Edward Elric. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
And I'm okay with it.
Right. There's actually
problem.
I went to Matsuri back in 2022, and Amarotica confirmed this as well, because she was asking about the characters, and I was pointing them all out. There was a dude dressed up as Ryu, and a girl who dressed up as Ken, and she had like cleavage all kinds of out. So there's that.
Man, I missed that.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all.
yo, how the fuck did they turn Pikachu into a slut, bro? That's crazy.
Like that.
That's crazy.
Hey,
I'm intrigued.
Hoes are very they're very
I'm
creative.
so intrigued, bro.
But that should
That's
do
it.
double team.
Even the gloves, bro. Wow.
Cassie over there reverse searching that shit right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's
Damn.
looking for muscular Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, she,
6'7".
Oh my god,
Tan.
have you seen like little statues of like a super steroided out Pikachu? It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I have. It's
Talk about a
ridiculous.
bolt tackle.
It's fucking
All right,
ridiculous.
Love it.
That's like the third Nintendo reference you made tonight for someone to be hating on Nintendo like a motherfucker. Like,
He's just very knowledgeable. That's all. That's all it is.
There's a
Wait.
reason why.
So
There's a
I'm not
reason.
allowed to love the thing that I'm criticizing, or
No.
It sounds hypocritical to this whole.
I don't know if you, to be fair, I don't know
process,
if you love Nintendo or not. So
very
I love
non-gamer.
Nintendo. That's the whole point of me hating what they're fucking doing.
I agree.
Okay, gotcha.
Fair enough.
So let me look
Same
at this
thing with
post
Disney.
here really quick from Paul Tassi. So Mr.
Everybody's
Tassi,
favorite crybaby.
favorite fucking, just I don't even know what to even call him at this point.
He's a
Paul
crybaby.
Tassi puts out a post, and I'm so tired of this. I really am. I'm tired of this
Lies.
narrative, like bullshit when it comes to Asian games that destroy narratives, because that's really what it is, right? This is a non-Western game that destroys the narrative that's currently being pushed in the West, and they don't like that, so they try to devalue it any way they can. They can't devalue it by the numbers because, well, I mean, the numbers are not in their favor, right? So they try to find different ways to devalue it. When it came to Black Myth Wukong, they did this particular narrative, and they also did the whole sexism developers, blah, blah, blah narrative and all that bullshit, which that got debunked by translators. But anyway, so Paul Tassi says, the Stellar Blade curve is interesting. As you can see just how Asia-focused it is. Prime gaming time in the West is pretty much its daily low point. Tweet screenshot prevention. I am not saying this is bad.
Yes,
I
you
like
are.
how he's trying to say he's gonna prevent screenshots of this tweet by saying that he's not saying this is bad, bro. We know exactly what you're
That's
doing.
what you're
okay,
doing. That's
Own
why
your
you're
fucking
calling it like
statements.
that.
I made
That's
this
why nobody
post.
likes you. Own your fucking statements, dude.
I made this post, and I said
To be
nobody
fair,
cares.
I don't like him because he looks like a fat rend of the channel.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Nobody cares where the sales come from until it's a game that destroys your narrative. Interesting how that works. The majority of the sales are from Asia. Literally, no one cares. The game is successful. I know you're not saying this is bad, but we all know that the reason you are trying to point out something so goddamn irrelevant. When Baldur's Gate 3 was a success, no one ran around saying that the majority of the sales were from XYZ because nobody cares. You guys only did this with Wukong and Stellar Blade. Gee, I wonder why. Then you got Cassie in here. Feels a little discriminatory on Tassie's side. Are Asians from Asia not people too?
No.
Not
No,
really.
white
but-
adjacent.
They're white adjacent. I'm getting very close to ratioing him. A couple hundred likes away. But
That's ratio Paul Tassi. So he'll make another
Yeah.
tweet. Well, I don't really care about this stuff.
and then this fucking idiot, he's like, "Didn't you do that with Assassin's Creed game or whatever?" I'm like, "That's a compelling argument or whatever." And so I was like, "Do what with Assassin's Creed?" I didn't care where the demographic and sales came from. You know what he said? He said, but you guys constantly say it flopped. How does that work one way or the other? I'm like, because it flopped? And Stellar Blade didn't?
What is his
And
argument?
then he says, but you just said you don't know the sales numbers. How did it flop? And then I hit him with a fucking wall of text that he never answered. So,
By the way, there's a very easy answer to this because they didn't release the sales numbers. Because if it didn't flop, they'd release the fucking sales numbers.
That's what I said. And because again, I'll just read the beginning. Because the numbers we do know are astronomically bad, which were Steam numbers. The corporation that made and sold the game is refusing to give numbers, which all previous studios that have done so have had their games flop because anyone proud of their numbers would actually share it. That's basically it. So he didn't respond to that, of course. And Tassie's getting pretty much roasted by everybody else.
You find it interesting about Tassie how he'll go like a month or two under the radar and then he'll like spurg for like a few days and tweets that just keep getting attention. It's very strange.
He does the same thing that Alyssa does. Whenever they got something that's about to come out, that's when they start tweeting a lot.
I thought you were about to say
So
that
I guarantee you he's about to have an article that drops in like a day or so.
Good
point. This was a good one right here. This is the guy I was telling you about. He says, "You okay there, bud?" He just made an interesting observation. It looks like there's more support for these types of games in Asia than in the West, especially on the PC platform. Gee, an Asian game has more support in Asia than in the West. Guys, water is wet. Holy shit, that is incredible. What an observation. Hold on, where's my phone? There you go.
There's a reason it took Monster Hunter and Fire Emblem so many years to come to America because they wouldn't fucking sell well in goddamn America.
It's incredible, bro. These guys really think I don't even think they think it through when they speak. And then he says, you went out an irrelevant tangent there. I don't know what I said that was irrelevant, but whatever. Couldn't work. Go woke, go broke into it though, which is good. I don't know where that came into play because who's talking about woke? And I just repeated what he said. I was like, you okay there, bud? I made an interesting observation about his interesting observation. Apparently that makes it a relevant tangent, which I find incredible because the post was well constructed. No caps, no screaming, anything other than a tangent by definition. Where did get woke, go broke come into the equation? Are you okay, bud? Is Tassie your best friend or something? Let me get this straight. You think an interesting observation is someone saying that Asian-made video games have more support in Asia than in the West? What's next? Water is wet? You'll be fine, bud.
Well, Tassie's not his best friend. He's Tassie's wife's boyfriend. So,
and then this is the ultimate own. Guys, this is my favorite part. This is the only reason why I brought it up because it's hilarious. He pulled a Jaffe. I love when they pull a Jaffe. The Jaffes are the best, right? So he did the ass out of you and me. He assumed, right? So he said, no, you just went on a tangent talking about things that weren't mentioned in his original post. You do have a valid point, but the discussion wasn't about it. You made it about it. Therefore, I ask if you're okay. Do you need an X paycheck that bad? And I simply said, I'm demonetized on X. I don't use this platform for any monetary gain, but surely you knew this before you assumed, and, well, you know the rest of the thing. No response. So that was like 2 for 2.
That was amazing.
It's great. It's fucking amazing. Stop assuming on the internet, you fucks. I'm demonetized on X. I've said this so many times. I got monetized and then demonetized in the same month because I called the gay person the F word. And that was before they allowed, I guess, certain things to
backwards.
Actually, I didn't even call them that. I posted a meme saying that.
Can
But
you
whatever,
like,
anyway.
Can you like reappeal for it because Elon bought? Can you like?
I can, but I literally don't care. Like, I don't use X for money. I'm not fucking JDA.
I know.
Have I ever shown you the my favorite way to tell people to KYS on X? Because you should use that. It's or some variation of it. It's Sonic holding a noose. Says, "Come on, dude, portal's this way." And like in the noose, there's like Green Hill Zone, but it's fucking great. I've gotten kicked off X a couple times, but I keep getting let back on. So
that's fucked.
So
That's fucked.
needless to say, just to round out the conversation, I think it's pretty hilarious how we are just repeating history at this point. To have these journalists, and there's more, right? There's more journalists out there. There's more comments out there on Twitter. Anybody who uses X, you're not going to struggle to find somebody talking bad or good about Celeblade. It's not hard, but to see the journalists pulling the same exact thing that they pulled, a year and change ago, it's like, what are we doing? You guys really that pathetic? Are you really that sad? Now it's just worse because now your articles are AI assisted, which makes it even more hilarious.
Dude, by the way, sidebar. I don't know if you've noticed, but like the more I'm going through these articles, the more I'm just like every single article is legit ChatGPT article. Like every single time.
So I think they have to tell you because a lot of them actually do have disclaimers saying that their articles are AI assisted, or like this article was put together with AI assist. A lot of them have that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if every website, but in any
The
case,
ones I'm talking about do not have that, and they definitely have those M dashes the exact same way ChatGPT does it. So
oh yeah, the one that apparently M dashes mean AI if you're a chud, but don't mean AI if you're not a chud.
By the way, I've used ChatGPT a bunch, and I've never gotten the M dashes. That's I don't know where that's coming. Maybe
oh,
that's
I
a real
get the
thing.
M dashes all the time to write my YouTube descriptions and stuff. To
You
save
must
a
be
lot of
using the leftist version of it, Leon, probably.
Gotcha. Well, I'm actually using the paid version of it because I want to make sure that I can generate like unlimited thumbnails, stuff like that. So maybe unlike these broke journalists, I can just afford ChatGPT.
That makes sense. Imagine being so sad and trying to find any way to get angry at a video game that you went and counted how many adult mods there are of a game out of the total amount of mods. This guy went to fucking Nexus Mods and counted 234 mods, of which 96 were marked as adult.
That is the amassed amount of research that he did into the article. That is all the research he did.
Yeah, which by the way, some people have corrected him on Twitter and told him that the number actually has gone down because there's more mods now. So I think the number is like 38% or something like that now. And it just keeps going down. But it's just funny. Then he says, look, he links related articles talking about gooners, right? So this article, it only took 3 hours for someone to upload the first Oblivion Remastered Gooner mod. Stellar Blade is doing better numbers than almost every other PlayStation port on Steam, and it's probably not just because of nude mods. Inzoi mods are here, and unsurprisingly, remove shower blur is ranking high. So this person has a clear hard-on for Gooner mods, but the funny thing is, when it comes to safe horny stuff, he's all for it. Baldur's Gate 3, he's all for it. Hades. they're all for it. It's like, where's the consistent energy, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem here, because again, I don't give a fuck, bro. It's mods. It's single player stuff. Who cares? Like, you're not affecting my game. I'm playing Stellar Blade right now with 0 mods. I always play my games with 0 mods. Other people play with mods. What do I care, bro? What they do with their game.
Enjoy your game the way you want to enjoy it. I thought that's what these people are all about.
Have y'all seen Smash AT's mods? All right. Did you see the thumbnail for his latest video?
Hey,
I don't
Yeah, dude, Smash AT's mod, like AKA journalism mode mod.
This man put a pregnant Eve, bro, on his thumbnail. That's insane. He's
that shit is so crazy. I opened up my phone. I said, "What the fuck?"
That's fucking bananas. Don't do that.
You guys want to hear probably one of the most ironic things about this entire article, and then we could close it out with this. So these people are the ones that usually shill for, like, you know, LGBTQ, let everybody know what you do in your bedroom kind of a thing. I'm a whore, blah, blah, you know, sex work is work, whatever.
Right.
This person says, now look, you know, got to be serious about it. Now look, I have no issue with what adults do in the privacy of their own home. If you want to turn your copy of any game into an overstimulating carnival, omnipresent erotic delights, please do so with my blessing. But I am a tad mystified. I do wonder what kind of lifestyle it is that leads a person to turn a video game main menu into hardcore pornography. At some point, are you so inured to sexuality that you have to cram it into every available crevice to feel anything? Now that's ironic.
Bro,
would you not find more fulfillment if the erotic were less ubiquitous, more rare, more precious? At least we'll always have Thomas the Tank Engine mods.
You know this motherfucker reads 50 Shades like on a daily.
Bro, not even that. You know this motherfucker protested on X when they took genderqueer at the elementary schools.
So these are the people that are, well, I was just saying this is the person. Let me not speak for this is the person who says something like this, like, I don't care what you do in your bedroom. Just basically don't, you know, be so, I don't know, outward with it. But they're the ones that support the pride parades where there's naked dudes dancing in front of kids. Like,
that's different, Hypno. That's different.
Why? Because it's hairy?
I guess.
Come on.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, honestly, just mind his fucking business more than anything else. What people do at mods, especially for single player games, shut the fuck up. Like, who cares? Like, why are you such a fucking loser to be this concerned with what people are doing with their single player video game? You don't have to indulge, you don't have to care, but you're choosing to care. Therefore, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your bitching.
She doesn't care. Right here, I have no issue.
This article isn't even worth reading. Like, it's not worth posting. It's not worth writing. This shouldn't exist.
Well, you know what it's turned into, and I can explain that, is I've noticed a lot of these outlets have, like, the same journalists writing 7 to 10 articles a day. So they've just turned into a content mill of just spitting out shit over and over, and they're getting paid 10 to 20 bucks an article. They're clearing 200 bucks a day. They can decide to either get 200 bucks from doing the articles or 200 bucks for attending a protest. Either way, they're ending with $200 of their day.
Don't they define grifting by those
No,
definitions?
no, no,
you
no.
just
Because again,
provided?
that's different. That's different.
Is that is it?
Well,
It sounds kind of similar.
To them, it's different because
different
ideologies and
because
stuff. I guess
Holier
they're on
than
the
thou.
right side of history, you know. That's
right, exactly.
You know, this Stellar Blade menu screen is making some excellent points.
Thank you.
I could barely see
Dude,
Smash.
I'm upset. I spent an hour last night
That was a good
looking
one.
through mods trying to find the feet mod for Eve, like with her toes out. And there's no,
Oh my
there's
God.
no mod.
You're not even
shut
kidding
up.
right now,
Have
are you?
Eve with her toes out. There's not
Shut
one mod.
up, bro. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up. I'm sick. I'm
There's
so
one that
tired
can
of
have
your
her
ass.
hands. Her hands are feet. That's weird as fuck. But you don't have one with her actual feet out. What is going
Yeah,
on?
I bet you got the hands feet one installed though.
I didn't. I did. I do got an outfit though. It's crazy. It's so.
That shit's crazy. All right,
She got, like,
any,
an opposable big toe though, so she can like hold the weapons and shit. Like, how's it look?
any last comments on Eve and Stellar Blade and the amazing work that's being done with this game?
Look, man, the game outside of Eve looking amazing, it's an actual decent game. Like, it's a fun game to play. The story is intriguing. Graphically, it does look fantastic. I played it last year on PlayStation. It's a good game. Outside of all the other stuff that everybody wants you to believe, it's an actual video game. And if it was just because Eve was hot as fuck, then it would be a First Ascendant situation.
Yeah.
Where people don't talk about it at all. And just like, oh, Ultimate Bunny's ass cheeks. That's all they would talk about.
Correct.
Right? So it's not the same kind of thing. I would say go play it. Go buy it. It's fun to play. For real. It's
In
good.
all actuality, First Ascendant hit an all-time peak of 264,000 free. Stellar Blade almost hit 200,000 as a full price. Well, I mean, granted it's $60, but full price video game, and it's a year after, a little over a year after. It's not even a new game, so
that tells
it goes
you.
to show that this is not about gooning, right? This is about like a quality game that people know is good, and they wanted to play the definitive experience of it. Which, sorry, Sony people, but it's on PC.
If it was about gooning, people would just hit up the hub and type in Eve Stellar Blade.
God.
Exactly.
That's it.
Oh God. That's
Bro,
probably what I
just
have to do.
Google Eve nude mods. You got all the gooning you need.
There's a solution right there. Why would
They're
they?
out
Why would
there,
they go
trust
through?
me.
Why would they go through the monotony of playing the video game to a specific point that makes them happy, as opposed to just going to the fucking hub? Like, what?
Just,
What?
It's just ugly women that are angry at a hot
Hey,
girl. That's really what it is.
Hypno, real quick, my son just came in to say hi to everyone. Can you give us
Hello.
give us a full screen?
It was popping, man.
Hey, just so you know, your dad owes me money. So
Oh my
Wait,
God.
what?
tell him he needs to
It's
pay
like the
up.
mafia. It's like the mafia.
I would appreciate
Everyone,
it.
every single person, especially the black ones, he owes them a lot of money.
Wait,
All right,
No,
what?
holy
yeah,
shit.
understand that.
He doesn't owe me anything, but it's funny seeing him having to owe somebody else money.
I don't. What do I owe you money for, Hypno? What is this?
You just
I mean, to
At
be
this
fair,
point,
copyright
it's
for all the
it's
content.
royalties, yeah, because I could copyright you at any
Royalties?
moment.
I didn't sign no damn contracts. What?
You gotta pay his medical bills for all that carrying he's doing.
Oh Jesus! Here we go.
If I were to copyright strike you for every word you copy, it would be insane. It'd be insane.
Damn. Damn.
All right, let's catch up on super chats, and we're gonna get to the next topic, boys. Enough
All right,
with
peace out,
Eve's,
JT Jr.
Yeah.
enough
later.
with Eve's,
Love you.
boobies.
Stellar Blade.
Where are we at, man? Where are we at? We got Benjamin with a 5, 2 sloppy joes, 1 large chicken share box, 1 corn on the cob, 1 large Sprite, and 1 coleslaw. No dessert.
Fuck yeah.
Do we
Fuck
just
yeah.
get this guy's like entire order or something? Like what's going on?
It's like
Yeah.
a DEI friendly big smoke order. Like,
Makes sense.
That's a
The
meal. I'll fuck
Mervoth
with.
with a 2. Gooner Game of the Year. Can that be a new category?
No.
It should be.
He
I'm
was-
It
telling
should
you,
be
they're-
in the
they're
real
trying-
Game Awards.
They're trying to make a story out of it, but like you were saying, the real Gooner games are on Steam. They're adult only. Like, go
Right.
there if that's what you want to talk about.
Right.
Like,
That's the
there.
real Gooner game. And the sad thing is these journalists would try to make something like Stellar Blade, which by the way, 0 nudity.
Mhm.
Like literally
Zero
nudity.
sexuality. It's like
They call that the Gooner game. But then the games that have actual nudity, like Baldur's Gate,
Yep.
they don't call that the Gooner Cave. They call that a masterpiece. So
Could you imagine
explain it to me.
If this game did have sex in it, could you imagine the meltdowns?
Oh my god! If she even showed a half titty, it would be it would be ridiculous. Let's say like a half nip, bro. The melt. I could hear the screams from here.
I believe we call that a boob window.
No,
Fair enough.
The boob window is one thing. It's a nipple that they really got to cover up.
Oh yeah. Benjamin with a 2. Cassie, tell them about the games I got you. Winky face.
Gooner.
Cassie,
No, I will
got
not.
some explaining to do.
That's fine. I'll just go to her. I'll go to her.
Go to her
Twitter,
profile. Go to her profile.
Nate's doing it right now.
It's not private. You can see her.
Look, she's private in it right now.
Hey yo, I'm already there.
Randall the Vandal for 12 months of legendary status. Hail Hypnotic. Congratulations on 90,000. I made ribs, baked potatoes, and coleslaw to celebrate. You're always welcome at the Vandal house, sir. Shout out to you, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. That's
Shout
good.
out to you.
Wait, is that limited just to Hypno?
Yes. Shut up.
Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you, Randall the Vandal. Thank you so much for inviting the real Hypnotic and not the Timu Hypnotic on the
I don't
bottom.
know if anybody's I don't know if anybody ever watched like Invader Zim growing up. It's like every time Hypno kicks somebody up the screen, it reminds me of that bit where they pick old boy up and just like put him under the couch.
Let's put him away.
Just put him
Don't even talk about it.
That's a good one.
Super Kitty with a $9 says congrats on 90,000, officially on the road to 100,000. Happy to have been here from early on. All the best to you, Hypnotic Meow. Shout out to Super Kitty. Thank you so much, man, for that $9 super chat. You are a legend. We got Demogenite with a 5. Having an attractive main character does not equal a bad game. A bad game makes it bad. With that said, a character being attractive isn't necessary, but it doesn't hurt. You know, I heard somebody say something on my stream this morning that made just a lot of sense, you know? So Eve being hot is essentially just like one giant sign of them saying, try our game. And then the game itself
is actually good.
Locks people in and makes them want to keep the game, buy the game, or buy it twice sometimes, because I technically got it twice, right? So it's a big advertisement. There's nothing wrong. I mean, sex does sell, right? There's nothing wrong with using a hot woman to advertise your product. Fucking manufacturers do it all. Well, not Jaguar. You know, Jaguar doesn't do that anymore.
They got rid of that marketing team. I don't know if you heard, but they fired all of them. They're getting back.
I'm not surprised, but it's too late.
I got in the Chainsaw Man because of a Gooner moment.
If you ever been to a car show, I've always told this story because I'll never forget it, man. God damn. If you've ever been to a car show, and you go to the Dodge section,
oh man,
bro, the Dodge girls. I mean, holy fuck,
that's
like,
a different level, dude.
That is just I don't even know. I don't even know why they're working for Dodge, bro. They should just be like supermodels or something, bro. But you got these two girls. Like I remember going to try the they have this like not virtual, but you basically got into like a fake demon, like a Hellcat demon. Mm-hmm. You got into a fake demon, and you get to race someone else next to you, and then it would do like a wheelie and shit. It was cool. So they would have these girls try to, get you in the car and explain to you how to use it. You know, damn sure they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter, and that's the whole point. That's like, the whole point.
She gets in to tell you information, and you both leave learning nothing.
That's the whole point, man.
She's talking. I'm not even looking at her lips. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
Nope.
Yes, you are.
Eric Jenkins, 499. Notice it's only the non-attractive adjacent complaining. True. It's the ugly people. Yamato 85 405. These people should have no say on what I choose to play or not. Let me enjoy games like Stellar Blade without some loser on X parenting what I play. It's always the moral grandstanding. It's concern trolls, I think is what they call them.
The concern I have with them is them trying to direct the future of the industry with what games they make in the moving forward, and trying to avoid these kind of things because like, oh, this is unacceptable for society. Fuck out of here. If people want to buy it, let them buy it.
Bro, for me, it's the fucking hypocrisy, bro. Because like if you're going to try to sit there and attack someone over them enjoying a game that you think is, I guess, porn or whatever, bro, you better not be a gooner secretly. Like you just better not be a fucking
anyone
You
that
better be
complains-
a
anyone
saint.
anyone complain about this, check their hard drives. That's all I guess.
Yeah, because it's always found out that they're hardcore gooners, bro.
Every time.
It's like just be honest about it.
Yep.
99% of the world, that's how it goes. How do you think we're all born? You think we're all born sitting and praying in the corner and they would just magically appear? No,
That's
bro.
what they want. They
Fucking
want
gooning habit,
we
bro.
are the
Fair, I
result.
do think real life fake wizard was grown.
That might
Yeah,
be true,
that's-
but we are the result of someone's good time, or in some cases misfortune. But regardless, it's that's what it is, man. That's what it is. We are the result of some, Anyway, you get the point.
Chitty bang bang.
But I just can't stand the fake ass moral grandstanding, bro. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. I know you're at home jerking off to bear porn. Like that's what I know. Like I just know it.
I just know you are.
You ever see someone who's like trying to be morally grandstanding on you, whether in real life or online? You just look at their picture, you're like, you definitely would fuck a bear, like
That's
for
the
sure.
bear porn guy.
The
That's
most famous picture of Airbag is him like on Pornhub with fucking like lotion in his hand.
Right. It's like you would fuck a bear. Or like the people who call us gooners for like liking some animes or whatever. And then you have like a fucking statue of teenage Bulma on your desk, by the way. Not even like adult Bulma, but teenage Bulma. Like questionable
I feel
shit.
attacked if she's out on my mantle, but whatever.
I'm gonna get.
I'm just saying.
I'm finna get sexist as hell, but it's like the e-thoughts out there that are just like men are pigs. Bitch, your titties are out while you're telling me this. What are you talking about?
Right. That's actually. Did you see the tech tone thing with what's her name? Denims?
Yeah.
Like Denims is calling him a sex pest and saying that he's all he wants is like fuck girls or whatever. Meanwhile, he shows DMs of her basically wanted to get a train ran on her by Destiny of all people.
Of all people, yeah.
And Atlas or whatever his name is, the other streamer. She wanted to take two dicks at once. Like, bro.
She wanted to take two overgrown vaginas at once.
Read the fucking room.
That's fair. That's fair. But no, seriously, like you're gooning, bro. Like it's okay.
It's
like,
okay. We're not judging
stop
you.
the bullshit.
I am.
You
Denims,
don't gotta be like that,
Hassan's
Denims.
waiting room.
You don't gotta be like that, Denims. I'll help
stop,
you.
Stop the fucking hypocrisy. That's all it is, bro. We're all gooners. Stop
She got me
it.
blocked, by the way.
Stop. Really? I'm not blocked. I don't think.
Fucking lucky.
She said something. Well, no,
She's
she
blocking
posted the
everyone
screenshots.
that day.
She had posted the screenshots of Tech Tone hitting her up. And I just went, oh, so all you did was show that he reached out to you in good faith,
Yeah.
and you're the one not being in good faith. Okay. And then
Yeah,
she
I was like,
blocked
that
me.
shit's irrelevant because it was from January. They ain't got
Look
shit
at this.
to do
Look
with
at this
what's going on
specific. This is specific as fuck. So like two dicks in the same hole or different holes. Like, bro.
Stop, bro. Stop
I mean,
it.
that's valid question, you know.
Is it?
That's
It is, but stop. Not here.
Vanguard.
It's a valid question.
Vanguard Commander with a 5. I'm late, but they tried to flag Stellar Blade as sexual content on Steam when there is none. Yeah, I'm not surprised because they know if they flag it as sexual content, it doesn't get pushed out to as many people on Steam on their home pages. Because if anybody has adult stuff turned off or moderation, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're trying everything to stop this game from succeeding. It's already too late. I don't know why you.
But ironically, it's the Streisand. Like once again, the more they keep doing it, the more people are going to want to play it and find out what people are talking about.
It's crazy. James Opp with a 5. Leon gets no M dashes because he runs on and on and on and on and on. You only get M dashes when you have a natural pause in your sentence. Just kidding, Leon.
No, you're not, but that's okay.
I don't
You're
think he's
entirely
kidding
correct.
at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Eric Jenkins for 189. Chim Chim, the foot seaman strikes again.
All right, bro. We got to time this man.
That's
out.
crazy.
We got X-Wing with a $20 bang. Look at the X-Wing, bro. Holy shit. I didn't think he watches my
Hey, no
content.
numbers in his name, by the way.
X-Wing says real life fake wizards likes pickles on pizza. Is that true?
It's not true, but he's respect.
but-
I like X-Wing. We're cool.
To be fair though, fake wizard, a cheeseburger pizza, which is a real
Yeah, I was
thing,
just
does
about to
have
mention
pickles
that.
on it, and it is good, but that's the only exception. It's the
I was
only
just about to
time that's
mention that.
acceptable.
Like
I
that.
don't
Like
like
I
pickles
tried
at
that
all.
shit like a couple times. I was like, man, why did they get rid of this?
My hand was on the kick button so fast. I was ready, bro. Pickles on pizza. That's nasty.
Oh man.
Then he
I
says,
don't-
huge congrats on the success, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man.
I took
Good
credit
stuff.
for that. I don't care. I know he was talking to you. I said thank you anyway. Yamato
Thank
for
you, brother.
2.
No, I've been doing.
Yamato for a 2 stellar blade. Derangement syndrome is an illness.
Crazy.
I would agree with that. Mervoth with a 2. Last of Us Part 2 is more of a Gooner game, even. Yeah, it actually has
Yeah,
a sex scene in it.
there's actual bareback.
No,
in
but
the
that's safe sex because it's lesbian, so it's totally okay.
It's also art. It's cinematic. It's
Yeah,
art.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's art.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
not actually pressing
disgusting, that's what it
buttons. You're just watching, a man get his back blown out by another man.
fucking worse. You can't intervene. Get the fuck out of here or anything like
You
that.
just gotta
Get outta
sit
here.
there and watch. There's no skipping this cutscene.
Gross.
Beautiful Zexo with a 5. Smash JT letting his son see him play Stellar Blade. He needs to repent for that.
Nah, he's getting to
Nice.
that age.
Oh shit. Andrew Hall with a 5 will smash for the Stellar Blade. Congratulations on 90K, Hypno. Are you really asking that question? Come on. We know the answer. I'll hit 100K before Smash finishes the game. Toxin with 499. I went to a car show in Tokyo, and these men were the most hardcore Gooner cameramen I've ever seen in my life for this show, girls. Oh, they're probably all up in that shit. Close up and everything. Vanguard Commander with a 5. At the end of the day, money talks, bullshit walks. I agree. Vanguard for 5 months. Congratulations on 90K. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Timu Notic for 1 month. These tariffs got me on lock. That's crazy. Scrap Gamer for 1 month. Congrats on hitting 90K, my dude. Also, all this RE9 talk has me wanting to RE Outbreak. It's crazy, bro. Nobody was talking about RE Outbreak until 9, and all of a sudden people are just like, hey, how about RE Outbreak?
It's pissing me the fuck off. All of y'all, stop fucking talking about Outbreak. One, you didn't play it. Be honest with yourself.
No.
The vast majority of you. And those of you that did play it, be honest, you don't want a fucking remake because they're really not that great of games. Outbreak
not,
1 and 2
they're
were
not.
fine for what they were, but they weren't that great. Fuck.
Are you feeling a little bit better about like the inclusion of, the daughter of Ashcroft from
her character
from a lore from a lore perspective.
It's going to be nostalgia bait, like going back to Raccoon City. I think it's going to break lore. Like her character, I think is totally fine. I worry about lore breaking stuff. I worry about nostalgia bait, like go back to Raccoon City, which we haven't been to in 30 years. Why are we just out here and still around? Stuff like that.
Yeah, you know they're gonna fuck with
Her
the lore
character's fine.
primarily because name a single remake that remake, not like a remaster, but a remake where they didn't change some shit.
Yeah,
Keep changing shit. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's why I've been
crazy.
streaming the original Resident Evil 4, not the remake.
Monkeypox Village is kind of missing.
RE9 Monkeypox Village. That's crazy, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, enough of that. All right,
It's based
boys.
in San Francisco, going crazy.
Hold on, we got one last one that came in. Scrap Gamer for it too. Leon. I was talking about playing RE Outbreak.
And okay, my bad. All right, if you're one of the OGs that do like the original, I will give you credit. You're amongst 12 other people out there that played those games and liked them. And also, you're not after a remake, so I apologize.
Bro was raging so hard.
Real hard. Oh shit! Look at this. Another legend. First X-Wing, and now this fucking guy. Look at
Hey,
this.
shout out Jay.
Hey,
Look at this. Drunk 3PO with a $10 says congrats on 90,000. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. You fucking legend. I'll give this for you an X-Wing. Here you go.
That needs to be deleted off the internet forever.
Amazing.
Crazy what these geeks and gamers people be getting clipped into, man. It's wild, man. It's wild.
I'm saying.
Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Thank you so much, man. And shout out to X-Wing as well. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We're gonna talk about Mind's Eye now, ladies and gentlemen. I think we could get together and have a conversation. Why are we laughing already, bro?
I'm sorry, because the first thing I thought about was the clip with the dude with the gun. That was the first thing I was thinking about.
Tina, did you see
Hold on,
Hypnotic?
stop the press before we get into the topic, because this dropped right here.
What?
Right before we get into the topic.
Jeez.
Oh.
Shout out
Racist.
to Mr. fucking Rouge. God damn.
Banger.
Well, hold on. I thought you said that I was the one sponsored by Canadians. What's going on here, Hypno?
Shout
Hey,
out
man,
to
if you're ever looking for another
Mr. Rouge.
New Black
There
Street
is
Live,
no currency attached to memberships.
Yes, there is.
Thank you so much, Mr. fucking Rouge, this legend, man. Holy shit.
Mr. Rouge, being blind, I'm curious. Can you tell the difference between the black people on panel, like just by listening?
Of course.
Oh my god.
I don't. All right, common misconception.
I mean, they all look like. I don't
You
know
know what's
sound like. I'm
hilarious?
curious.
Wait. No, so that actually brings up a really good thing. I just want to, for 2 seconds.
Oh,
So
why am I laughing?
So
at that?
the wokies will say, if you say that person sounded black, they would call you racist, right? And they would say, well, what do you mean they sounded black, right?
What do you mean by that?
But then the wokies, and this it just never makes any sense to me. The wokies also demand what is it? Authentic casting for voice acting. And they say, well, if it's a black character, then it has to have a black voice actor so they can sound black. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that?
Segregation.
What do you mean by that? And they're like, well, it's just authentic. I'm like, wait, but what do you mean by that? Because you just yelled at us for anyway. It's amazing.
But, I was about to say, and I'm pretty sure Leon knows as well, but there's a common misconception about blind people. Not all of them can't see anything. It's just some of them that have like super blurry vision, or you see like spots and stuff like that, and it's hard to discern what's in front of them. But
this is crazy. He says you could hear the chicken being eaten. Damn, bro.
Wow. That is kind of insane. That is kind of funny. That's funny as hell.
Oh my god! Again.
Oh,
He did it again. What the fuck?
Again.
Holy damn.
I thought that was a mistake at first. Holy shit.
God,
God,
the devil horns, but he couldn't see. So
damn, dude.
This man just dropped another 50 membership. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Hey, man, if you're ever feeling charitable,
Here we go. Griffin coming. Here it is. Cut him off. Cut him off.
Bro, like I was expecting, like that's some Atreus shit. I was like, man, maybe Hater's gonna prove
I have
he's
to,
the
I have
better half of
to,
the
I have to
black
make
snake.
up because he's not here.
I was so proud of all of us for no one doing it, and then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna step up.
I had to do it since he's not here.
And he needs to use a step stool to do it, Smash.
Well, this is why we got Mr. Rouge emojis in the chat.
Exactly.
Shout out to Mr. Rouge. He says
Oh,
congrats.
so you copied me on Mr.
He
Rouge
says
emojis
congrats.
too?
Mr. Rouge was in my chat first, so go suck a dick. Congratulations
had
on
the emojis
90,000. Mr. Rouge says thank you so much, my man. I appreciate it. You absolute fucking legend. Seriously. I'm gonna play you the trans song just because I know you like this song. Bro.
走りだと鳥にさげた歌と進むから振り向かない明日は絶対もっとチャイ自分次第深めに合い今すぐスタートボタンを押してみるよ私はこんなんじゃないはず
Bro, you
Fucking
know
legendary.
half the crew of PC gamer like absolutely going into that.
Oh, for sure. They see that and they're like masterpiece, majestic.
The song does kind of bang though.
it does kind of bang. I'm not even gonna lie.
I thought you were gonna do the other trans song, the one that Zax plays at the end.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, the one I
love
used to
that
play all the
song,
time.
dude.
Trans
I
people
fucking
are
love that
trans.
song, dude. It's so good.
I
Bro.
hate it, dude. I love it, but I'll find myself like doing dishes. And I was like,
Same.
Oh
same.
my
I'm like,
God.
The fucking
only happens when
the
you do
beat.
dishes,
Oh shit, Mr. Rouge says one thing's for sure. He doesn't sound black.
Up.
I
Ouch.
appreciate that.
That's
Ouch.
Thank you.
crazy.
That
Wait,
means
wait.
I know
Did
how
you
to
say
speak
I
proper
appreciate
English.
that? I don't sound black. I appreciate that.
Well,
That
he's
means-
cooning,
that means
so
I
you
can,
know
uh,
that's
He's
That means
super
I can
cool.
articulate my words, unlike other niggas. So
Oh
yeah.
shit.
damn, bro. Come on, man. That just got
Oh yeah, I
awful.
forgot.
22 hours. Oh wait,
Come
no,
on.
No, that was last week.
That's right. Okay.
I still got one more that's coming off in like 2 weeks, and then I'll be scot free. Literally scot free. It's gonna be great.
Don't say literally.
Until the next
scot-free.
one. Until the next one. Anyway.
What's the next one?
All right. Let's get into the Mind's Eye. So we're gonna talk about Mind's Eye.
Please tell me you're gonna
Man.
play your clip because I was
Yeah.
dying.
I'll
That
play
shit
my
was
play my
hilarious,
clip.
dude.
So
Oh my god.
so that clip that I played, by the way, more context. The first two things that happened in that clip were actually supposed to happen, and then everything else was not supposed to happen.
Wait,
So
that
it's
black
actually-
van was supposed to go in front of you?
Yeah, but not in the way, not in that way though. It's like it's supposed to be more controlled, but clearly it wasn't. It's not working as intended, let's just say. But anyway, so we talked about Stellar Blade, and Stellar Blade is a massive success, and all the reasons why, and all that stuff. And then we have Mind's Eye.
Oh my goodness!
Interesting
Now-
that Paul Daffy chose to ignore this one.
Well,
Yeah.
Good point.
So
Fucking rip.
Mind's Eye, and keep in mind, it's not for like any wokeness or anything like that. This is just a game that is dying due to flat out, just greed. Like I just think it's greed. It's a studio that knows for damn sure, and I know they know, right? Because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how the CEO was saying that people were getting paid to leave bad reviews for the game. That was like his.
Wait, was
Cool.
that before the two other executives left?
That was before. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the whole history for this.
Okay, I
particular
just want to make
segment.
sure we get the order of events correct here.
Yeah. So he first said that people were getting paid to leave bad reviews on his game, and that it wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine bad feedback basically for the game. It was artificial. Then a week before the game comes out, the chief financial officer and chief legal of the company leave the studio a week before the game comes out, which that was it for me. Like once I saw that, I was willing to deal with the review thing, but once I saw two extremely prime positions leave the studio a week before release, that was a big enough red flag for me to be like, yo, I don't know if anybody has pre-ordered this game, but I think I think you should wait for reviews because we got a red flag on the field. And then the game comes out. So the game comes out and I'm hearing things, right? And I wasn't going to review this game. I was going to wait until later on. I was going to do Stellar Blade first, but people were like, yo, review this game, check out this game. Things aren't looking good. So I played the game. And this game is unbelievably frustrating. For a lot of different reasons. I don't know if anybody else has played this game. I don't think so, right? Nobody else has played it.
I do have this weird like desire to want to play it just to see how awful it really is. But you tell me, is
So
it worth even
the
bothering?
problem is that it's not awful, right? That's what's actually so frustrating about the game. What's frustrating is that the game actually has really good bones. You can see something. Like you can see the vision. You can see what they were trying to do. You definitely can see what could have been. But the problem is it needed another 6 months to a year to cook. But due to the greed of the publisher and the studio or whatever, they decided to put the game out knowing it was broken. And I know that they know, because that whole bullshit about, oh, they're being paid to leave bad reviews. Oh, no. This has all been legit. All of it's legit. Every complaint about this game has been legit. So the potential is there, but the problem is it just didn't have the time to realize that potential. Because I've said in my reviews, and I'll show the clip that you want me to show, but I've said in my comments, and I still have to write my review. They do a lot of things right, believe it or not. I know hard to accept for some people, but they do a lot of things right. The cutscenes they do amazing. This has some of the best facial animations I've seen in a while, especially in modern gaming, considering how bad they've been lately. I mean, you could literally see and feel every emotion portrayed on someone's face. It's that authentic and that good. The voice acting is good. The graphics are, I would say, above average and not the best. The shadows are fucked up in this game. The shadows are so bad that it just ruins the graphics in some cases, especially at nighttime. The world feels alive, but not really. Like, there's cars, a lot of cars. There's a lot of NPCs, but they're really not doing anything. So it's kind of just like they're there in quantity, but there's no sustenance, whatever. Anyway, the point, and the missions are pretty decent. Like the story missions are they're interesting. It's super on rails, super linear. People were, in my chat, they were comparing it to Headhunter. I don't know if anybody's played Headhunter on PS2.
Oh yeah, that was my shit.
That's
back in the day.
that's one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah.
It did remind me of Headhunter. It was like almost identical to Headhunter, the way it played. Super linear. Every mission you could explore a big open, well, not a big open world, but like you could explore a huge map, but you can only explore it within the confines of the mission. not necessarily like free roam. Free roam does unlock after you complete the game. I found that out after I beat the game. But I mean, what are you gonna free roam? There's no side missions aside from like the occasional portal things that they have that you could do quick missions, and that's it. But there's really nothing. There's nothing there aside from the story missions, and they're charging you full price for it. Now, the bad is that obviously it's a terribly put together package, extremely buggy, very buggy, awfully buggy. The AI is so miserable in the game, it wants to kill itself. You run around, the NPCs react to nothing. You shoot someone point blank, broad daylight in front of a police robot, it does nothing, right? Like the NPC just dies. Overall, the game is just hindered by shit that it shouldn't be hindered by. And it's a frustrating experience because this shouldn't be like this. This is Cyberpunk all over again. You guys, they're refunding the game on PlayStation?
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I hadn't heard that. I'm not surprised
From Mind's Eye.
I heard about it.
Like we have another Cyberpunk situation where Cyberpunk was so
this
bad.
This is not going to get fixed like Cyberpunk got fixed. This company's falling apart right now behind the
No,
scenes.
it's not. It's not. I agree. So I'll play my clip to kind of give you, an idea for those of you that might not have seen it in chat, because I know, you could play it 5 times and there'll still be people that haven't seen it. But this clip genuinely kind of shows just how, I don't know, man, how frustrating of an experience this can really be sometimes. So here's the clip. Play this right now. Keep in mind what you're about to see with the drone and the truck. I came to find out after the fact that was supposed to happen. It just didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen. But everything else that happens afterwards was not supposed to happen. The cars that were flying off the cliff, committing suicide, was not supposed to happen. I watched someone else's playthrough. Didn't happen for them. So anyway, here you go.
Your character is looking so Pilata.
Did that thing? What the fuck?
The sky car just crashed in there.
What the fuck? What just happened? Why did that thing crash? Dude, things just be blowing up randomly in this game, crashing randomly in this game. Keep in mind, I said that because that's literally what was happening. Like if you were to headshot a driver in a vehicle to kill them, the car would explode. Like
video game logic.
Like just one headshot, and I'm telling you, the car explodes. So I don't think that happens anymore after the hotfix. But again, this is just what I was experiencing when I was playing the games. It's almost like every NPC wants to commit suicide. Look at this. Is this supposed to be happening?
This had me rolling.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, God.
Bro.
Is that supposed to happen? Is he supposed to drive like that down there?
Bro, this is that is not part of the story. It is part of the story. So that was supposed to happen, just not necessarily in that manner. So basically, it's the story is that the AI is being infected by this virus. You come to find out later how it was released, but all of this stuff that's AI controlled was slowly starting to malfunction, which is why the drone fell from the sky and why the truck is doing what it's doing. But it gets to the bottom and it starts holding its horn. It's not supposed to happen that way, but everything that happens from here on out is not supposed to happen. So here you can see for yourself. That is not part of the story. Why does every NPC want to commit suicide? What is going on?
This is where
did it just blow up? Oh my God, it just blew up. It didn't just blow up. Something else just blew up. What the fuck is going on? The cars, bro. The cars. What is happening? Oh my God. What is happening? And mind you, as I'm panicking, I'm legit panicking because I heard explosions and I was thinking that's a truck, but it wasn't a truck. It was cars committing suicide.
And it wasn't just one. It was like 12 cars. They just kept coming. I was like, what the hell?
They kept coming. It was more after. But I started panicking, so I tried to go backwards. And I can't because the physics are so extreme. So I'm sliding downwards while trying to go in reverse, all while panicking over cars committing suicide over the fucking the cliff. Right now, I'm getting scared, man. I can't even go backwards. I'm trying to go back. It's not letting me go back.
I have
What
a
the fuck
$1
is that?
billion
Oh, my-
idea for you right now.
What's that?
Take this clip. Every time somebody flies off the cliff, whee!
Oh no.
That would
That
actually
should
be great.
That shit
Oh,
would be
no.
gold.
And I would zoom in on the car too.
I'm on board.
Look, you're gonna see another one.
acquainted.
Oh, there's another car! What the fuck? What the fuck? No! Oh shit! Oh,
That's amazing.
yo, are you all right?
Are you all right?
Is there anybody alive? Oh, they're throwing cars. There's another one over there in the corner. Oh my
crazy.
god, dude. Mind you, the fucking truck is still honking. I'm just gonna pretend like none of this is happening.
Right down into the
So after that, there was like at least another 6 cars that committed suicide, and then eventually it just stopped. But this was wild, man. This was wild. And the thing is, the game again, this game has shills, bro. Oh my god, dude, this game has insane amount of shills that are in my comments. They were like, "You're not paying attention to the story. You didn't know this was supposed to happen. Clearly, the truck and drone were supposed to crash. You didn't hear the NPC." I'm like, yes, but the problem is, before that, I experienced one of the most buggiest games that I've played in a while that had everything exploding for no goddamn reason. I would headshot someone and their fucking car would explode. I would see a random car literally crash into another car for no fucking reason, and they would both explode. So quite frankly, I didn't know what was actually supposed to happen or not, because the game didn't know what was supposed to happen or not half the time. So when I'm playing this mission, yeah, I see some shit like that, I start panicking. I'm like, bro, it's the happening right now. You got everybody committing suicide and jumping off of cliffs and shit. I don't know what's going on.
Fuck. Nah, it's like
So I couldn't tell the fucking difference. So this game's extremely frustrating. I don't know if you guys
did you see the influencers that were getting paid and the company making
yeah, that was gonna be
called-
the next thing I would bring
Oh,
up. But
go
you
ahead,
could tell tell people, because I gotta bring
So
it up. anyway.
there were some influencers, 2 of them, that were being paid to play it for like an hour or so. And right before the stream went on, they were like, yeah, actually don't, because we don't have the money to pay you right now. We changed our mind or whatever.
That's
And-
crazy.
And they were literally, their stream was set up. They started the stream. They had the thumbnail set up. The people were there. And they're like, I guess it's not happening. They have told my manager to not move forward with the stream right now, which I've never heard about in my life
Yeah, that's
ever.
absolutely bananas.
So it wasn't about money. It was about they just didn't want them to play the game because they
Bad
knew
press.
like it was going to be bad press. There was one clip that I never showed that I forgot to show. This shit is hilarious, bro. So this guy, I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is.
I saw
But
this one.
this guy was sponsored to play Mind's Eye. Okay. This game is so bad that this streamer who's getting paid.
Is this the one that's laughing about it?
Yeah. He's
Okay,
getting
good. This is
paid.
what I was
He's
gonna talk
getting
about.
paid to play. Imagine getting paid to play this game, and you can't compose yourself. That you start laughing at how bad the fucking game is. Hold on, let me press play.
That's on the developer, by the way. That's not on the streamer.
It is. It
This preview
totally is.
ends of
He's like-
Mind's Eye. Just like to remind you guys.
This is amazing.
Hold it together. Hold it together.
Thank God.
Amazing.
This game was sponsored by.
This is authentic as fuck too. You
Go
love
check
it.
out Mind's Eye now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Epic Games.
He's
Store and
literally
Steam.
reading the sponsor
Feel free.
statement.
And,
You know what the
exclamation mark
problem is,
spawn
though?
in
It's
chat,
like-
and I give you a link.
Hold on.
Their shit game is
hold on.
okay. Their shit game is making him look bad. Like that's on them.
Yeah.
There's someone in his chat that says, "Get that bag." Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah, LOL, get that bag.
That's amazing.
But see, I
Macho ain't
respect that
getting
though. I respect that though, because bro, it's like, all right, listen, you're sponsored. You got things you could say, you can't say. That's why I don't take sponsors, bro. I can't, but I understand people do whatever. This guy fucking cried laughing Like you literally have him folding right now in his chair, laughing, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine being the developers and paying this man to play your game, and he's
He can't keep a
folding
straight
over.
face.
He can't even keep a straight face
Well,
reading
think about
your statement.
From the developer's standpoint, though, they're not retarded. They have to know that their game is not up to snuff and that this is gonna happen. They have to know that.
I
Right?
guess, but you know what's wilder about this is that he didn't finish the game. He only played like I think maybe a couple of hours, an hour or two.
He Hassaned it on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Well, I mean, you just play what you're paid to play, and that's basically it. So he didn't even get to the crazy parts that I got to.
I can't
can't imagine.
I can't stand people that don't finish games.
Oh, get this nigga out.
I hate you.
you.
But this guy didn't even get to anywhere close to the crazy parts that I experienced that made me fucking laugh or made me like sigh and just so imagine, man, because again, this is just the opening, the first couple of hours, and you're laughing like this, bro. No wonder they canceled it with the other guys, which I'll bring up now. But it's crazy, bro. Like what is happening, bro? In this game is beyond me.
It's beautiful, man. I love
You got another post here from TGG. Who's this? TG Gone YouTube. What is this? He said, I just finished Mind's Eye. The final 2 hours are some of the worst hours I've ever witnessed in a video game. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. The ending for this game, I've already vented about it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It just
Fuck
ends
them,
on
bro.
like a quick time.
It's
it doesn't even have
hilarious.
Fuck them on this ending, bro. Because I was actually invested in the story. I thought it was pretty interesting. And I'm like, all right, this is the only saving grace of this game. Let me find out what happens. Let's get some payoffs going. No payoffs, bro. There were supposed to be 3 scenarios, 2 big bads, and you're supposed to find out whatever. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but you're supposed to find out something. Nothing happens, bro. You don't find out anything. You don't get the payoffs against the big bad. The women of the game steal the payoffs from the big bad from you. It's like, whoa.
And didn't
Why?
you say, does it set it up for a sequel, which is actually the funniest part?
It does. It sets it up for a sequel. It does a M. Night Shyamalan cliffhanger. And, you're supposed to go, ooh, can't wait to let's see what happens next. I'm never going to see because you guys aren't going to make it. I don't see how it's possible. I can't find the fucking clip with the other guy who, anybody have it?
It was
never mind. I just found it. Never mind. So this guy here, Cone Carnage, I think he's called or something like that. Well, let me go on the side so that there you go, so you can actually see him. So they were going to pay him, or they paid him. I don't really know if they paid him or not, but they were going to do a sponsored segment where he was going to play the game. He had set it all up, got ready to play the game, and then literally as he's about to boot up the game, he gets a message from his manager saying that the people behind Mind's Eye do not want him to play the game and have canceled the sponsored stream. And I'm going to assume I would actually really like to know. I don't know if anybody. No. I would like to know if this got canceled before or after the laughing guy.
Oh, good point.
I would like to know, because chances are it was probably after. They probably saw his reaction. They were like, "Bro, cancel this shit."
Before you play it too. Like, if you have a contract with the company and they ban or they stop it right before it goes live, you still get paid, right? Like, you had a contract for it, so they just didn't, right?
I don't know. I've never taken sponsors. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm not famous like that yet.
It says a lot when they gave no review codes out for this game whatsoever.
Right.
True. That's a big red flag. Yep.
Damn, there were no review codes at all.
Not even.
I mean, I also don't. I could be wrong, but I don't remember a lot of hype around this game whatsoever. There's no way being like, "Oh, this is gonna."
Well, there were people that were.
The only conversation I saw was negative.
Most of the people that were talking about it beforehand were like, "Oh, this is made by former Rockstar devs. This might be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't get GTA 6, so I guess we'll play this until then." Most people were looking at it like, "Oh, I kind of want to see what this game is about." Until you got
Wait, this is former Rockstar devs, and they didn't think to delay the game. Isn't that what Rockstar's fucking known for?
No,
Rockstar has the money to delay the game. They don't have it.
Yeah, they
okay, fair enough.
All right, so let's play this, because this is actually funny in its own right too.
Classic.
That is. Chad.
Chad, I think, is his manager. Like, he's literally in the game right now.
What?
Like, that's the opening screen for the game to start.
Okay.
Gone.
Yo.
Right back to
Yo.
Awakening.
The sponsor just paused the sponsored stream.
He's like confused. He's like, that's never happened.
Dude, he was literally in game, bro. He
Yeah.
was in game in the middle of the opening. Like, the cutscene was about to play because the game actually doesn't really have an opening menu. It just puts you like into the game at the beginning. So once you boot up the game, you're immediately starting after like the text on the screen. And he's in the middle of that, and he gets a message from Chad. I'm assuming that's his manager. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Alt F4, load up Dude Awakening, and right back to it." That's
On
crazy
principle,
shit.
you got to do that shit. Fuck
So,
that.
Yep.
First time that's
Basically,
happened.
bro just said, bro's just like, no, hey, yeah, don't do stream, pivot, find a way out.
He's
Good
literally
luck.
laughing his ass off, too.
Just got contacted and they wanted to pause the stream.
Crazy.
Was it because I mentioned the reviews?
Yes.
No, I know what that is.
No.
That's it. That's it. So again,
That's
I don't think he alt F4 just because, you know, it's one of those things where, well, if you're not going to pay me, I'm not going to show you a game. I think that might be part of it, but I think he alt F4 because legally he can't play the game. Like if they tell him don't do it,
But
he
what
can't do it.
happens? What happens if he didn't get a notification from someone? He's just playing it for the hour after they said don't. While he's in the game, that would have been an acceptable excuse. That's
Yeah,
way
but
too
I
late.
don't think they would hold him accountable. I don't think they will hold him accountable for that. I don't think they were like, you know, freak out or copyright him or anything like that. They might ask him to take it down, but they're not gonna. I don't think they would do anything about that because that's their fault. You know,
Right.
you got all the proof that you were supposed to stream the game at XYZ time. He set it up. He was on time. It's them that would be responsible for that. Oh, look, Smash died. Shocker.
Man, this boss is kicking my ass, by the way. But go on.
Not surprised. So
It's
I mean,
hard.
listen. This game,
he's hard.
This game is crazy.
Hey, yo.
And
Not like
again, it's mainly just a massive
maybe. I mean, have you
disappointment, in my
seen-
opinion. It's
Yeah.
a massive disappointment overall because the people who were really excited for this game, from what I see, are people that for some reason hate Rockstar. A lot of them just hate Rockstar, and they wanted this to be like the next big thing or the next big franchise. And to be honest with you, seeing the way the game played out and seeing where they tried to go with the story, it could have been another franchise, a new franchise, but
Yep.
you're not going to get there now because you fucking released this game 6 months to a year too early to try to get the money to recoup. And now you're playing catch up. Now you're like doing damage control, and it's not gonna. You need time on this game. They can't afford it. Like Rockstar could delay Grand Theft Auto 6 for another 10 years and be financially perfectly fine.
Yeah, because they have a money income from the money stream
Right.
from 5.
I
so
thought you were about
they
to say
can-
they're into money laundering. I was like, yeah, probably.
They
Right.
literally have more motivation to not come out with 6 right now because 5 is doing
100%.
so well.
Right, and also the GTA Online, obviously.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. You know, this studio doesn't have that. This studio doesn't have anything like that. So,
Right.
but that's not an excuse to release your game fucking broken as shit, pulling another Cyberpunk. Like this game is not as bad as Cyberpunk at release, but it's damn near close. It's fucking pathetic actually how bad this game is. And to be fair, Cyberpunk was way bigger in scale and scope. Way bigger. You're talking about an actual real open world with RPG elements, so many things that you could do. It's ridiculous. All of it was broken, but still, the scale was way bigger. This game is an on-rails linear experience from beginning to end with no deviation, and it's broken as shit. So, I don't really know what else to say other than that.
Yeah.
Anybody else plan on playing this game or not really?
Is it worth playing at all, like on stream?
On stream, probably, because again, I think more people showing this game and showing what's really bad with it, I think that's a good thing because, again, your viewers might not watch me and vice versa. So informing people is never a bad thing, in my opinion. But fuck all if you think that as a consumer, like I'm not talking as a streamer. I'm talking as a consumer. As a consumer, spending $60 on this pile of shit is atrocious. Absolutely not. If this game was working, okay, working in proper fashion and delivering everything it was supposed to, it's at max like a $40, $50 game.
Let me ask you this, since you've
and $50 is a stretch considering Expedition 33. Anyway, go ahead.
Since you've beaten it, is it the worst game you've played so far this year?
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
No.
Question.
What is that? Was it Dustborn this year?
South of Midnight.
Oh, South of Midnight. That was worse, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And there were some things that I liked in South of Midnight too, but like it was genuinely boring.
Yeah.
Well, it was that's what I'm getting. Like, even if the bugs and stuff weren't there in this, just from the footage we've been watching, to me, this game just kind of generic. I'm gonna be real.
It's
people
not, though.
Like,
Like,
still,
no,
but
no,
people
it's-
call Stellar Blade shit generic, but this to me didn't really look like it had anything that. Oh, go on.
You know what? A
No,
lot of people. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. I was gonna say it's not. It's the combat is it can be generic, but it's really not. Once you unlock all the weapons, there's a lot of different ways you can approach combat. It could be so much more, but it's not. It's generic because they chose to release it early. That's basically it. If the game functioned the way it was supposed to, it wouldn't be generic. With all the different there's a lot of different enemies, droids, different kind of androids, drones, all kinds of shit. Like it actually could be a semi-decent game, third-person shooter for a affordable experience, but
Yeah.
it's just not. It's not. Anyway, go ahead, Cassie. Sorry.
So the audience that was hoping that this game was going to be good, or the audience that kind of misses like dude bro shooters in general. Like one of my YouTuber I watched for a long time, one of the individuals that inspired me to do YouTube, Solid Rev, he was actually looking forward to this. He was like, I don't care what everyone says, I'm just gonna buy it and play it to see for myself. And he was like, yeah, there's some really shitty things about this game, but there's some things that I actually really like. And people were like semi-cooking him. But like you have to understand, like Solid Rev is like this 6'8", like brolic ass dude that just wants some dude bro shooters in third person that's fun. Like he's just one of those hopefuls. And it's like, yeah, it's disappointing. Like, and I feel bad because
I get that mentality. When Silent Hill F comes out, I mean, we were talking about last week about how it feels like it looks more Fatal Frame and stuff. Like, to be fair, I like horror games, like Japanese horror. So even if it's not quite Silent Hill, I'm probably going to enjoy it, even if it's not. Like, I get that mentality, but it has shit in it I like. Therefore, I do appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of reminded me of like a little bit of I didn't think Headhunter, but that's an awesome like throwback. That was quite an awesome throwback. I love Headhunter.
If anybody's played Headhunter, like I'm Cass, I'm telling you, Headhunter is like, this game is literally a modern buggy version of Headhunter. It plays almost the exact same.
It's cool though.
It has potential. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has potential. It really does, man. But it's unrealized. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no. It's disappointing because when I was looking at this, I was like, okay, this kind of feels like a less military-esque, like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, which I thought was cool. But then when I heard first and foremost that somebody inside told me, people that said anything bad during the previews, they're not getting codes. And I was like, that's always a bad sign.
Red flag, yeah.
And then it turns out they actually canceled all codes to all outlets. So I was like, oh yeah. And then the people behind the scenes pulling out, leaving leaving the whole thing. Like it's like, okay, like I was hoping that this would be a little sleeper, a little like a cult classic, if you will. But I was like, yeah, there's something wrong with this game. Do not buy. I told my audience, bro, like wait, because there's too much fuck shit going on, with this game to just outright give them $60-$70 for it. Which is, it's sad. I wanted it to do well because I do miss those types of games too. I love 7th gen like dude bro shooters, and we don't get enough of those. And most of them are indeed in first person when they are. And I'm a big first person fan, but like a lot of third person games, they're not dude bro-esque anymore. They're more like for I don't know who anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thoroughly enjoyed the overall like way that the gameplay was presented, but I just wish it wasn't so broken. Because it's broken is the reason why it kind of all falls apart. And I think that if they could get their shit together, I do think this game has potential to be, like you said, to be I guess like a cult classic a little bit. I think people will be talking about this game a couple of years from now. They'll be like, "Oh, I wish we could have got that part 2 or whatever." But it's not. It's just not. Nobody's gonna talk about it right now, man. This game is dead and gone. Like we saw with the numbers. I mean, you got 344 people playing right now. I mean, if you look at let me see the achievements. Let's go to the achievements here. Let me bring it up. So I beat this game in 11.8 hours, and the game's supposed to have 15 to 20 hours of campaign content. So I don't know where the rest is at, but I did all of it. I'm about to platinum the game. I only have 1 achievement left to go, and I'm not even trying to actually platinum the game, but it's that easy. If you look at the achievements to complete the game, what's the last one? I think it's this one. So only 7% of people have completed the game. They've bought this game so far. There's not that many people to choose from either. It's not that popular of a game. 7% of people bought the game, and if you look at the pivot, I mean, within 1 day, they lost 1,000 plus people within 1 day, and then after that, another 1,000. So in 2 days of release, they lost 2,000 players, and then 2 days later, they're down to 500.
I'm curious how much money this game cost.
This game costs $60.
No, I'm saying like the overall
budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's up there because they use real actors. They use you could tell the mocap is not cheap mocap.
Yep.
They definitely put money into this for sure.
Yeah, they just needed to give it some more time. Like that's the shame of it. I think that they could have had something here. I don't think it would have had massive success, but I think it would have if the game would have came out at least working. It would have.
There we fucking go.
Would have did
Holy
pretty well.
shit! What was that?
Or at least
10
way
deaths?
better than this.
God damn.
Yeah, I agree. Smash finally beat the tutorial boss. Congratulations.
Oh man.
Like 15
Oh,
minutes.
I was supposed to hit him.
20,
Shit.
30
Oh,
minutes
no.
to do this.
No, he's gonna kill me. Fuck me. I was celebrating.
Oh my god! Did you
Wow,
wait?
great
Did you
I was
do? Hold on.
celebrating. I was supposed to hit LB when I was on top of him.
Wait! I'm not letting this moment slide. Hold on. So
2 yards from the end zone.
So let me get this straight. You beat the boss, and then you don't realize that in this game, at the end of beating every boss is a QTE event. You failed the QTE event.
I've beaten this boss before, but it was like a year ago. I forgot.
It reset the ending of the boss, and instead of just getting that last couple of hits and you die, and now you got to do it all over again.
Yes.
Skill fucking issue.
It's been a long time.
Holy shit.
Eric Jenkins says death count 13. I feel like that's kind of high. I was like,
Really quick, Mr. Rouge is putting the Riz on. He says, well, I know I'm in the wrong team, but I love, I think he thinks you're a lesbian. I love Cassie's hairdo. It's rare to see her without a cap. Don't say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as I'm fucking blind. Laughing my ass off, not a funny joke.
I thought that was quite a funny joke.
That's a very funny joke.
Oh shit, Mr. Rouge got her giggling. Got her blushing. The hair is gonna get curlier and curlier as she laughs more and more.
You ain't lying. You know how it is, Puerto Rican hair in the summer.
We found Hook says we found Cassia, man. This is great.
Oh my
This
god.
is great. All right, let's fuck Mind's Eye, bro. I've vented over like the last 2 days about that game, and I'm just done. But at least the good thing is that a lot of people saw those streams, and they were able to make whatever decision was best for them from those streams. So yeah, as a streamer, I do think you should play the game because it's hilarious, bro. You're gonna get a lot of laughs out of it. It's one of those like it's so bad that it's funny kind of a situation. So if you want to make that sacrifice, if you're a reviewer or whatever, like it's definitely a good thing to help people, spread the word out there, because again, they're trying to hide how bad this game was.
Yeah.
And the audacity to say that the reviews were paid for and that's why they were bad. Bro, no,
Especially since we only have proof of like good reviews being paid for. We look like Rotten Tomatoes and movies and shit like that.
Right.
Like we know they've paid for good reviews, but I've never heard of people paying for bad reviews.
It's pretty crazy. All right. Anyway, so we got Benjathan 4-5. Sorry, Chim Chims. That was supposed to be my DoorDash order. Restaurant might be closed now, for fuck's sakes. That's crazy. Next is Nocturne for 189 super sticker. Thank you, sir. Eric Jenkins, 499. That's a lie. I hear the 3-2-1 credit scoring KFC bucket of chicken every time Kata talks. Damn.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Piranha Pal for
That's
12
what they
months of
might be
legendary
right there.
status. Holy crap, it's already been a year. Always happy to be here. Congrats on 90K. Bigot Lord, Hypno Diamonds. Thank you. Thank you, Piranha Pal. Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Howell with a 2 at Smashes Parry. LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't parry.
Wait, but I don't have my health potions. If I use them and I die, they're gone. That's fucked.
Nobody cares. Eric Jenkins, 189 smash. Death count is at 10. It's higher than that now. Eric Jenkins,
I think it's 11 now.
Eric Jenkins, 189. Kata, stop looking at feet pics.
I'm trying to find a Stellar Blade feet mod. All right, for the stream. I'm trying to find it. Like y'all think I'm lying. I'm looking for it.
No, I don't think you're lying at all. I think
know
you're
it's out
100%
there.
serious. Karis with a 5 says must goon to smash. You need to repent, bro. That's
God
crazy.
damn.
Why are you gooning to smash?
Why?
JT?
Why would you do that?
What the fuck is wrong with
Slim
you?
Pickens, man. Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens? No. We're not at that point yet. That's crazy. That's insane. All right, let's talk about this really quick. Cassie, you got to leave in a little bit still?
Yeah, I got like 5 minutes.
All right, we'll try to get you in this conversation. So let's talk about Game Pass. And now apparently PlayStation, it's not just Game Pass, which, by the way, shout out to all the Xbox shill boys that were in my comments today when I made a video about Game Pass, because they were like, how come you never talk about PlayStation price increases? Number one, I do. I don't know where you're at. And number two, we just found that out today, so I was going to make a video on it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Xbox Game Pass is rumored to be going up in price.
Who could have seen it coming?
Shocker, right? Like, I think we had a stream on SNH where we were actually arguing about this, or at least like having disagreements. I don't remember who was disagreeing with me, but I was saying like vehemently way back.
Smash?
No, I remember we were.
It was Leon, wasn't it?
We were.
I don't know if it was me or not. I just assumed Smash was gonna go probably Leon. Like,
No,
I
I remember talking about this and that we were agreeing on. I don't remember an argument. So that's
No, there was definitely disagreements.
I think it was me.
remember.
'Cause
Was
I
it you?
I didn't see the point in them doing that. I think that was me.
So I was basically saying, I remember that I said that because of the games going up in price, that it was only natural that Game Pass was going to go up in price still,
Of course.
and that it was still going to be considered the the value proposition to gamers, or at least that's how they're going to sell it. And even if it goes up $3, $6, whatever, that's still how they're going to sell it. And then people were in my comments, they were like, there's no way they're going to increase it. They want people to go on Game Pass. And if they increase it, people won't subscribe. I'm like, people will subscribe. People will probably stay subscribed. And the simple truth is that Disney Plus has proven to us many times, unfortunately, that even though they're losing, 500,000, 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, whatever, when they raise the price $3 every year, that $3 times the tens of millions of people that subscribe will more than make up the money lost by the million of people that leave. And Game Pass is following the same exact mantra. So the people who are out there saying there's no way there's going to be a price increase, I want to really understand where that mindset is coming from, because I saw it clear as day. I don't know why people didn't see it clear as day.
I want to go ahead and just emphasize that when Sony decided they were going to start up a subscription service, people lost their fucking minds about it, but they capitulated. Then they said they were going to raise the prices, and people lost their minds, and they capitulated afterwards. Then they did it again, raised the prices, people got mad, they capitulated again. Then they gave you like 3 fucking options that do the same shit for different prices, and people got mad and capitulated. It's what's gonna happen. It's expected, but that doesn't mean that we're not gonna call the shit out.
well,
bad
so
all
here's
Or
the
you can stop
problem.
buying it.
You're 100% correct, Sheep. And the thing is, I would say that gamers are the worst kind of consumers out there, because we see motherfuckers vote with their wallets on movies. We see every single goddamn Marvel movie flopping. We see people vote with their wallets with comics. We see every single fucking comic book out there flopping. Gamers aren't doing that shit for whatever reason. They are still. I don't know what it is about video games that's different than any other medium, but like they for whatever reason are so goddamn addicted. They're like drug addicts that they don't. We see them vote for their wallets to like individual games, but not entire services or companies or things like that. And it's so maddening.
I think games are kind of like they have the highest like FOMO factor out of all of them, because once it's out of like the general public eye, it's never talked about again. Like there are plenty of bangers that we mention in passing, But more times than often, people aren't going back to play those just because they want to play them. Like that's not happening as often as like,
You watch. You give it 3 years from now, we are going to see a Game Pass exclusive game that is not available on Steam, that is not available on anything else. That is what they're ramping to. That is what they want.
And Nintendo's going to be the first to do it too.
I think
Nintendo's Game Pass.
The issue with gamers, specifically with their basically their ignorance in throwing their money at anything, is really it's a social thing. They just want to be involved in the conversation so badly when it comes to these games now. And people just buy so that, hey, I bought this, hey, I'm playing this, so blah blah. Like they're just desperate to be involved in the conversation. The gaming is the most social it has ever been. I remember, I never had many people to talk to when I was a kid when it came to video games. Not until I really got 360, and then I was talking shit with people online all the time. And since then, it is the addiction to the social aspect of gaming has grown so substantially, at least on the internet wise. So
FOMO is the reason why Call of Duty sells every year.
Yeah.
And Madden.
We also need to remind the chat and everybody here, Microsoft is the richest company in the world right now. The richest company on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do whatever they've got to do.
Up for debate.
Both PlayStation and Xbox, and PlayStation admitted this very recently, their goal, and Xbox has already admitted this for a while now, their goal is to grow their subscription service. So obviously, Game Pass, these subscription services
Can I have
always
full
go up in
screen
price.
real quick? Can I have full screen?
No.
Oh my God, who cares? Anyway.
Oh, we're in the middle of a topic. Come on, Smash, focus.
Real talk.
I did focus. I finally beat him. Anyway.
Nobody cares.
Go ahead, Cass.
But, with Xbox, they've already admitted for a long time that they were gonna, their whole thing is Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. They've forsaken their own console for the sake of growing Game Pass, and it's been relatively stagnant. It's been stuck at like that 35 million margin when they've been wanting to get to 50 million for years now. But PlayStation, they recently admitted that one of their biggest goals, and this is like 2-3 days ago, one of their biggest goals is to convert their current PS Plus subscriber base from the essential tier, which is the base tier, into the mid tier and the high tier. And mind you, the difference between the base tier, the essentials tier, which is an $80 tier already, so the base tier is $80 fucking dollars. The next tier up is $55 more. So I was saying, what are they going to do to convert their essential PS Plus users into the next bracket? Because that's a steep fucking margin for a year. To go from $80 a year for nothing, essentially to get access to your online, to a $55 more tier. So they're all pushing subscription services, and it's it's just terrible. And in raising the prices of games in order to validate the thought of the subscription service is disgusting on Xbox's part. We knew that eventually, they raised the price of the games to make that look ugly. Oh, let's just jump into Xbox Game Pass, and then what's gonna happen next? Well, they're just gonna raise the price of Game Pass. That's just how that works.
And it's funny how it's happening at the same time too. There's just like the whole $80 game thing. These people, they talk to each other. They plan this shit,
and they
may seem like they're competing on the outside, but they're absolutely all in on this shit because it all benefits them. Game Pass. This article came out like a day or two ago, talking about potential price increase, rumors, and all that stuff. And now we have this one that dropped literally, I think, 24 hours after that, where again Sony hints at PlayStation Plus price increase at the highest tiers attract more players. So they're both going to be raised. I guarantee you, if I had to place my bets on anything, the beginning of 2026 or towards the end of this year, towards the holiday season, there's going to be a price increase on subscription services. But most likely 2026, I think, is when it's going to start. They're going to raise PSN and they're going to raise Game Pass. There's no doubt about it. Probably $3. What?
You ever heard the saying, rising tide raises all ships? Is what they're doing with the industry right now, is just increasing across the board so everyone benefits.
100%. While also taking away, as much ownership that the gamer has as possible.
Mhm.
That's also part of it too.
Well,
the whole
'cause-
control
because
aspect is huge.
They've seen their greatest weakness is their back catalog, so they want to take that away from you.
Yeah. Yep, you're not lying. What is it? 83% of games that are from 2000 and from 7th gen and previously are unavailable commercially. 83%.
That's insanity.
And Nintendo's probably the worst one of that, even with their online service. There's so many.
Nintendo doesn't
Nintendo
give a
games.
fuck, bro.
Yeah, I
they
know.
just released.
True.
They just released with the Switch 2, I believe they're releasing GameCube games,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they launched with like 3 games, bro.
Yeah,
from GameCube.
and you're telling me that can't go on the Switch? No, it can't.
No, here's how much Nintendo does not give a fuck. People have been asking for an HD Wind Waker for like at least a decade and a half now, and they're giving you Wind Waker, not HD remake, in the fucking emulator on the Switch 2. Get out of here. They don't give a fuck.
Yep.
And
That's
when we
what they
remake
do.
it on the Switch 2, you will pay $70 for it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And without the DLC too.
Hit that credit card button real quick.
And people are still buying
And
it.
people are buying it. Millions of
people are
people are
buying
still buying it. So
Who
gamers get what gamers deserve.
Yeah, that's basically where I am. It's like,
buy it
I'm the kind of person, I practice what I preach. I vote with my wallet. You go ahead and you shell out all the money that you want for sub mid par like shit. Go ahead. I don't want it. Have fun with your slop.
To be fair, I think the FOMO aspect of it is really big with Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, especially like, because you got to understand, man, like with there's a lot of nostalgia, weaponized nostalgia with Nintendo, where these parents, they grew up with Nintendo and they want to share that with their kids and, show them the Mario that they grew up with and shit like that. And there's that big hardcore aspect of FOMO that takes over, where it's like you don't want to miss out on being able to play the new Mario Kart with your kid, right? And then it ends up becoming that
Bro.
whole fucking
It's so fucking predatory.
just experience.
It's
But
so
but like
predatory.
neither do I. I would love to play these games with family, but my integrity is a little bit stronger than that, and I wish that
I'm
we
not
can
gonna
impart
act like
that kind
I'm-
of message onto other people.
No, I'm not gonna act like I'm better than it. Like I know I'm gonna play Metroid Prime 4, so I'm gonna just get
You
it
could
now.
get that on the Switch.
I'd rather
Regular
play
Switch.
it. I'd rather play it with. I mean, yes, you could theoretically get it on the Switch, but the Switch 2 is a lot faster and renders way better. So if I'm gonna play it, I'd rather play it in the best format that I could. That's me. Now, if people are out there
Why
saying,
get it
"Well, fuck you
now
for doing that,"
Why-
that's fine. But
But why not get it when Metroid comes out? Metroid 4 doesn't have a
that
release
doesn't
date.
make any fucking sense. If I know I'm gonna get it, why not get it now? It's gonna be the same price.
Sadly.
And to add to that, like I get what Smash is saying. I also get what RealLifeFakeWizard saying, and that like I made it very abundantly clear on here that I am a Nintendo fanboy. Guess what I haven't done? I haven't bought a Switch 2. Not because I'm ardently against it or anything. I actually think the
Brokey.
specs.
I'm just saying what every commenter's saying. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think the specs on the Switch 2 are worth the update. I think it comes down to value propositions, and that there's a history of Nintendo offering value for their games, their products that they do. I mean, my SNES is still in working order. My GameCube is still in working order. So there's a history of their products having long shelf life. Their main first party games always hold up real well for retail value in terms of collectability. Now, I'm not gonna buy a Switch 2 till there's a new Zelda game out, because Zelda my fucking bread and butter. By the time that new Zelda game comes out, I'm gonna want to experience it, because I've never played a bad Zelda game, but 99% of Zelda games are really good, and I'm a fan of the franchise. So I understand the FOMO aspect of. That's what I'm telling people right now, is it's not worth getting a Switch 2 now, but it will be when those games come out. For some people, it might be. There are some diehard, sweaty Mario Kart players out there. Now, I've never understood the appeal, but there's some diehard, sweaty Mario Kart players out there. And if you see the value in Mario Kart, if that is your fucking franchise, your go-to franchise, then I think there is value in the Switch 2.
But see, that's the point, though.
Yeah.
Here we are on the precipice of the most important point in gaming right now. The $80 games is what matters more than the system. And I want to play Pokemon. I want to play Metroid. I want to play Donkey Kong. But right now is when it matters to not buy the shit.
I don't think we can look at all games and say whether 80 is a flat fee. I think we all agree is wrong.
No
We
fucking
just got
game is worth
Expedition
$80.
33. I
Not a
disagree.
single fucking game is
I
worth
actually do think there are games I would have.
I don't think any game is worth $80.
If
I
any
disagree.
game
I
can be
think
worth
Metroid's
$80, then they will make all games worth $80 because that's what they want. That's what they've always wanted.
Well, my
the
thing is
system
with
doesn't
the whole
matter.
thing-
The
my thing
tariffs
with the
do
whole
not
thing is
matter.
the
$80
issue-
games is what matters.
The point where they fucked up was when they made video games a flat price as opposed to what they think the value of the game.
Well,
should
that's
be.
what Nintendo's
Correct.
trying to do right now is switch that up to make it different prices based off what they feel the
Except
value of
all
the
of
game
their IPs are 80 flat.
No,
That's
they're
the
not.
problem.
Donkey
No,
Kong
they're not
is
all
80.
Look at the article that's on the screen right now.
Hold on,
Okay,
Donkey Kong
Sony
is
hints at the
hold on,
PlayStation
hold on,
Plus,
hold on.
right?
Time out,
Game
time out.
Pass
We gotta,
is going up.
Hold on, let's address
Donkey
what
Kong
she
is
said.
70.
Let's address what
Oh
she
my
said.
big fucking drop there.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys,
I'm just
Smash
saying
actually
that-
might be cooking here. Like
I'm just saying
okay.
that they are supposedly going to be pricing games, and I want to hold them accountable to that. And I'm giving them the runway to see what they actually do with it instead of just saying,
no,
"Oh,
so-
everything's 80 now." Let's see what
Yeah,
they
well,
do.
you know what they're gonna do with it? They're gonna fuck you over. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Smash,
And I'll
it's
call
not
them
just
out for it if they
Nintendo.
do.
It now it has legitimized Xbox to go 80 across
Yeah.
the
No,
board.
but see,
Outer
and
Worlds
here-
is
therein-
$80.
therein
No
lies
one's
the
gonna
Hold on,
fundamental-
hold on,
World's
hold on,
80
hold on,
bucks.
Leon. Hold
No
on,
one's
Leon.
gonna do that.
Let me finish. Because I'm telling you that the whole point of the $80 games is to incentivize you to not spend the $80. You get Game Pass. And guess what happens when you get Game Pass? You own fucking nothing. You own
Guess what?
fucking
I'm not
nothing.
getting
and they
Game
can keep
Pass,
increasing the price on Game Pass.
I mean,
It's-
you're not wrong.
This is
about
a
that, but
long-term
again,
play
I'm not
by
getting Game
corporate
Pass.
executives that don't give a fuck about gamers.
Yeah, but
they
that
care
doesn't
about
mean
playing on that FOMO.
That doesn't mean people are going to buy it by default just because. That's the problem they're going to run into.
Almost
You're
4 million
assuming people are going to
just
buy
did.
it.
And that's what that almost
Right,
4 million
but
people.
again,
I don't know what the final number is.
You're comparing apples to oranges though, because let's take Super Mario World. That's a game that came out in 92. I'm still playing it to this day because
Great
it has
game.
amazing replay. Huh?
Still my favorite Mario of all time, by the way.
It's my favorite 2D Mario of all time,
going back to-
absolutely, and it might be my favorite
going
Mario of all
back to
time.
the
I'm still playing that game 30 plus years later. Why? Because it's got great replay value. I love that, and I'm sure in the next 20 years, I'm probably going to be playing Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild: Tears of the Kingdom. If the product itself is a product that I feel like has longevity to it that I will always be coming back to, I don't have a problem paying more for it. Now that being said, $80 Nintendo or Microsoft games, Sony games. I do not think the vast majority of those will be worth $80. I don't think
The games that are coming out today are
But
not
also, with that
worth
being said,
$80.
if Nintendo didn't do it first, somebody was going to. Again,
True.
this is the argument I always fall back on because people don't seem to understand this. If Nintendo didn't do this, okay, next year Rockstar would have with a $100 GTA. That was going to happen whether Nintendo
Yeah,
did
that
this or
was,
not.
yeah.
Microsoft would have pulled that trigger. Sony would have pulled that trigger. Or
True.
Bethesda under Microsoft. Somebody would have done it. So labeling like, oh, Nintendo's the devil because of this. No, someone was going to do it. We know
they all are.
Rockstar was going to.
Yeah, they
all- no,
literally
no,
all
they
are.
all are. And you're saying the talking points that they want you to say. You are you're
It's not a
spelling
talking
maximum
point if
hope.
I believe it. I've been playing Super Mario World for 30 plus
Maximum
years.
coping.
I'll be playing Tears of the Kingdom in 30 years, assuming the cartridge
That
still
doesn't
works.
make a difference on the fact
Yeah,
that
here's-
games now
here's-
are
No,
not
it does
very
based
good.
on value proposition, Wizard, because if I put value in XY, value is subjective. If I
Right.
value XYZ and I'm willing to pay XYZ, that's the point. It's a value. If you don't understand the concept that everyone's going to have a different value proposition for different things, I don't know what to tell you.
That's
when
why
we were
we
in
need
the
a free
Xbox
market.
360 era, we had banger after banger after banger. Now that's debatable.
You say
Before
so.
that,
I
banger
disagree.
after
I think
banger.
the Xbox 360 era sucked for the majority
It
of
was
it.
after
I
the-
don't
All
think-
right. Okay,
My
Leo.
point-
Relax.
Yeah, I would
We
keep
value
Leon
different
until that
things.
right there.
But my point is, we value different things in our games and our media.
We
whatever.
have
So while you might
talking
love
points.
the Xbox 360 era, I didn't. So I don't.
I
value
don't get that's not the point. The point is the decline in quality. The decline in quality of games. There are talking points to be considered every single
Right.
fucking day.
I can-
Every day there is
And if
new
people are being
bullshit coming out of the
disingenuous with
games
those talking
industry,
points, I
and the
100%
games are
agree with you
not
call
good
that
enough.
out.
They're not good. They're fucking soulless. They're soulless and empty. And then the ones that are good, like the one Smash is playing now, we are being manipulated by the media that we shouldn't be playing these
What do you
games.
mean? Stellar Blade's a shit game.
Wait, what?
Okay, when you say these games are soulless and they're empty or whatnot, again, you're talking to somebody that does vote with his wallet. You're talking to someone again has not bought a Switch 2.
You're also
has not bought
advocating
Mario
for the
Kart.
corporations that are putting out shit. They want you
No,
to
I'm telling
spend
you
more,
what
and they're
I
going to give
believe
you
as
less.
a gamer because these are ideas that I've always held to. These are things I've been saying. Go back and look at my back catalog that I've been saying ages ago because it's things that I believe. Now, not everybody has to agree with me. Fair enough. Or not everybody has to choose things the way I choose them. Fair enough. But that being said, if I have put stock in a franchise, if there's a pattern of behavior, if there's a pattern of insert game franchise series, individual games, whatever it may be here, being good, then I'm going to operate under the assumption that, okay, this next one is also going to be good. I will also be playing it for 20, 30 years, whatever, like I have Ocarina of Time, like I had Twilight Princess. And again, are a bunch of slop games coming out from a bunch of companies? Absolutely. The reason that I think that Nintendo is the opposite end of the spectrum here is the vast majority of their first party titles do actually still seem to have that childlike sense of wonder that comes with gaming. And I appreciate now Pokemon being the exception of the rule, but frankly, that's more Game Freak than Nintendo. So that's neither here nor there. That's a whole separate argument anyway.
Leon, pause. Cassie, you gotta go.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't want to disrupt anything. I was just gonna bow out.
She's just gonna quietly just leave. The
Yeah, I
room.
saw her
Sorry.
I'm like, you ain't saying
Sorry, Cassie.
You ain't speaking.
All right,
All right, Cassie. Tell everybody who you are, where you can find you, all that good stuff. You know how it goes.
Obviously, not to derail the conversation, but just follow me, Cult Classic Cage, now on Kick, now on Rumble, YouTube, Mario Kart on Twitter, and appreciate all the love and support, y'all. Have fun. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Cassie, again.
Have a great night, Cassie.
Bye, Cassie.
You too, guys. Take care.
Don't fuck nobody's mom. Okay, bye.
Too late.
All right, can I ask a question real quick to Real Life Fake Wizard?
Sure,
Based
go
off
ahead.
the conversation. Because okay, I get your argument from what your perspective is. Got it. So what is your approach to the future of gaming now? Are you just not going to buy anything because fuck these companies? Or what is your approach to gaming?
If you can identify, so this is what I say in all my videos and streams and stuff. If you can recognize at least that these companies are trying to fuck us every single day, and you accept that, buy whatever you want. But what I'm sick and tired of is we address this shit all the time. We address this shit every day. All of us are making videos.
No,
on
I get that. I feel like
Let him smash. Let him finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah. Let me sidestepping my question though. Like, what is your plan for the future of purchasing
Well,
games?
you didn't let him finish. So you don't know.
He's not even talking about that. But okay, go ahead.
I am though.
Okay.
Either okay, if you can accept that there's a problem and you want to buy the games, you want to buy the consoles, go for it. But at least own that there's a problem and they are taking advantage of us.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm asking you, what is your plan?
Oh, me personally?
Yes, you.
I'm going to spend significantly personally. I'm spending significantly less money on games. Like they gotta earn me.
Got you. So do you have any intention to purchase a Switch 2 ever?
Hopefully they can earn my dollar. Yeah, I would.
So if they stay with their current trajectory of what they're doing, that's not going to change your mind. So you're not going to buy one. Only if they change what they're doing will you buy it. Will that be correct?
So I gotta give a long answer to this to just give a little bit of subject to it. In 2015, they did Nazi Captain America with Marvel Comics. Since then, I have not purchased a single comic book because of how offended I am with that storyline. Even though it was temporary. Oh, we got rid of it. No. Screw that. Never buying those comic books again. And I haven't.
Don't count.
Same thing with this. If you don't want my business, Wizards of the Coast with Dungeons and Dragons pulled a bunch of evil corporate shit.
Absolutely.
I have not purchased Wizards of the Coast product since then. If I got to swear off Nintendo because my integrity is that strong, then I will swear off Nintendo. That's how I feel.
Okay,
that's me personally. I'm not going to tell anybody that they need to do that. I just can we identify the fact Nintendo is fucking us over and that Xbox is fucking us over?
I agree with that. I feel like that kind of
see
sidestep what's going on though.
And we talk about that. That's important. If you want to keep buying the games after that, then it's like, hey, at least we know that there's a problem and somebody's going to not buy it.
No, I
because
agree with
they
that.
feel resolute with that idea.
I agree
That's
with
what
that.
I think matters.
I agree with that.
I think we should just stop trying to justify these companies fucking us over. That's how I feel.
I mean,
Stop trying
the
to
way
justify it.
the way I
Like,
see
oh,
it
there's
is,
value in this, and it doesn't matter. You're justifying these companies in the future to move forward to fuck you over even more. So just don't do it. It's that
yeah,
simple.
the way I see it is, at the end of it all, this is all just entertainment. It's not a necessity. It's just something that, you know, just tides us over when we're bored or something like that. If I could, if it means that I'm going to basically miss out on something that I may or may not enjoy because it's a video game, be it any kind of media, video game, movie, comic book, manga, it doesn't matter. If it means that like, you know, I get to save a couple of dollars because it's something that I don't approve of on its face, that's fine with me. I can put that money towards something else that I would enjoy. And that's basically how I look at the whole thing. So when you look at like Nintendo currently with like the Switch 2, all I see are people playing Mario Kart World. I don't see anybody playing anything else.
Well,
I mean, occasionally I see like I saw like Ryan Kennel actually playing Pokemon Violet, which it doesn't make it look any better. But the point I'm making is, if everybody's playing just one game, that means millions of people bought one game, and that's it. That's not enough to kind of win me over. You're gonna need like a
Which is reinforcing
decent enough roster.
And that just reinforces the idea that, oh my God, we own them. We could get them on one game to buy a console and jump the $80 price jump.
Well, no. I feel like you're jumping to conclusions because my point still stands. No,
That's
he
not a
is. My
conclusion.
point.
That's what
Hold
they're
on.
trying to
Let me
do.
finish
No, what's the
on.
point?
My
What's the
point
point?
still stands. Like I said, I plan on getting Metroid Prime 4 on my Switch 2.
Okay.
So I mean, they
you're
can,
one
they can
person.
fuck all they want with their $80 games. I'm not going to buy the shitty $80 games. Like Hypno was saying, if they're worth the $80, then yeah, I'll buy them. And if they're not, I won't. And they're going to lose a lot more sales in the long run for doing that. And that's on them. And that's how they'll learn.
Nintendo is going to report to their shareholders that they sold $80 Mario Kart as $80 Mario Kart physically, digitally, and in the bundles. But they're going to lump all of that together as the $80 transactions. So it's going to say they are going to do their best to creatively report it as $80 games, 4 million sales in whatever way they need to do. And I can't project exactly how they're going to do that, but that's exactly what they're going to try.
Well, I
to
think it was very telling when they said they sold more Switch 2s at the launch than any other Nintendo console ever when they did that. And it's like, well, yeah, because they knew going into this that they needed to strike while the iron was hot and hit it hard right now, because there's going to be a massive fucking drop off after this.
I think Smash is entirely correct. Look, I keep comparing this to issue ones of comics. Like people went out there to buy this shit day one and whatnot because it was the hot new thing. But that's not going, just like how people buy issue ones of Captain America or Spider-Man more than anything else. But then as it goes on, the sales continue to drop, and Nintendo, just like anyone else, is going to see that as the years go on. I mean, the Switch became I believe the highest selling console of all time. I think it passed the PS2. If not, it's the second only to the PS2. Yeah. And that had like a 8 or 9 year life cycle, like something insane. But you could tell that the output slowed down as it went on. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think Nintendo was exactly making massive profits by year 5.
Gentlemen, I would push back on that wholeheartedly, because Nintendo's release is fucking genius because of all the FOMO. It's genius. They drop Mario Kart World. All of the Nintendo fanboys go out and buy it. 4 million console sales, or whatever the number is.
Yep.
Followed by what? Donkey Kong. Followed by what? Metroid. Followed by what? Pokemon. All within the same year.
Yep.
And they've got the supply of Switch 2s. And they're incentivizing, oh, well, if you get the Switch 2 version, it's actually the full game. Or it's
what I've been saying
slightly
from
better
day one
play.
with the Switch 2 is it's going to be a first-party system, though. No one's going to buy third-party games on the Switch 2. No one.
Well, I mean, I think it depends.
You don't
on
know that.
when.
What about little Timmy, who that's what they've got? They've got the Switch 2. It's
Well,
extremely
I mean,
expensive.
obviously, when I say nobody, I
now.
don't mean zero. I mean, like, the vast majority of people that will game already have a PS4 or PS5 or PC. So when they buy, or Switch 1. So if they're going to buy a Switch 2, they're not going to spend $80 on another third-party
Nintendo
game.
is known as the family console. It's the family.
Yeah, because that was from
family
price, though. Now it's not price anymore. So
I would also say it's
no. It is about to be priced again because the Xbox's prices are all skyrocketing.
True.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying price isn't
affordable.
Nintendo becomes family again because it's all an inside job.
Price isn't the only factor. What I was saying is that IP is also is a factor because they've also got family-friendly IP. But that being said, I mean, the Switch isn't out of date. It's been out of date for the last 3 or 4 years, to be fair. So, I mean, it makes sense that I'm surprised that this on to get a Switch 2 for one. But now that we have a Switch 2, again, for my taste, for when the games I want come out, the hardware is a good enough upgrade. I'm actually impressed how much of an upgrade it is compared to some of the previous launches, sequels and whatnot. But beyond that, you've got. Yeah, they're slowing down support for the Switch. That should be expected when you've got your next gen out there. Like what the PlayStation 2 did, keeping production going 6 years in the PlayStation 3's life cycle. That's not normal. That's an abnormal. Now, whether we want that to be normal or not, fair enough, but that's not normal. It hasn't been normal for a long time. So when you say, oh, you're going to get the Switch 2 version that's got like the full game on it, well, yeah, it's new hardware that's significantly stronger than the Switch. It actually just like from a development point of view makes sense. The version of the Sonic Unleashed that was on the PS2, wildly different than the version on PS3. The graphics were different. It had missing levels on the PS2, the whole nine. This isn't anything new.
Look, I think there are people that I am very close with who own a Switch 2. There are people that I'm very close with who refuse to buy it. And I think whether you want it or not, whether you buy it or not, the point is can we point out Nintendo is fucking us? Can we point out that Xbox is fucking us? Can we point out that Sony is fucking us and that we have lost control of the free market, the free gaming market?
Okay, you say that, but I don't know how much you know about gaming history because people said that about the GameCube, and now it's one of the most beloved systems in Nintendo's backlog and people's nostalgia.
The GameCube was $100 when I got it.
It was not at launch. It was not at launch. They had to lower the price because it flopped. It was not $100 at launch.
The Switch 2 just sold 4 million units. That is a colossal hit. They are saying it's one of the fastest and best-selling systems
but that's
ever.
Not the point. The point is that the point that I'm making is that when it came out, when the GameCube came out, people didn't fucking buy it. And it wasn't because of the price. People didn't buy it because we were in this new era of gaming where people wanted rated M games. They wanted the Halos. They wanted the Call of Duties. People were fucking over Mario. And so the Nintendo GameCube, even when they lowered the price, didn't exactly make gangbusters for sales. It's not a top selling console. But now we look back at the past and be like, damn, remember those GameCube games? We really loved them.
What I was asking was, can we point out that these companies are fucking us and accept the fact that we've lost control of what buyers
right, but you're making it sound like it's a new thing. I agree, mind you, that these companies
because that's important, and I don't give a fuck about the early 2000s. I care about today because it's dollars going in today. I care about
but if you're just now trying to point, Nintendo's fucking us. Bro, Nintendo was fucking us in 2001 with the GameCube, but now we look back on it and pretend they weren't. My point is, people romanticize the past, people romanticize XYZ to act like this is a new practice. Oh, Nintendo's fucking us with the Switch 2. Bitch, they fucked us in 2001 with the GameCube.
If I didn't know any better, I might think you're on payroll with Nintendo because you are you are dropping the talking points that they want you to say.
No,
you are shilling harder than anyone else I think I've argued with.
I don't know how real life fake
and I say that with love. And I want to be clear. I want to be clear, chat. I love these guys.
What I said was Nintendo was fucking us in 2001. How's that sucking off Nintendo? I'm actually going back further than you, and I'm acknowledging the history.
Because it is discrediting the point that they are fucking you today. They're fucking you
it's
right
not
now.
The point. What I'm saying is I'm tired of fake moral outrage people. I'm not saying you're doing this, but I've seen a lot of people doing this. I'm tired of fake moral outrage people pretending this is a new thing when it's not. People are acting like people who
I don't give a fuck.
Right, that's why I'm not talking. That's why I'm not saying
they're not even taking you for the Grand Slam at Denny's. They're just asking you up, bro.
I think if
you're going over the house.
If you're putting like an alternate perspective on what Wizard's saying here, it's not that you're saying the talking points they want you to say. It's that these are the talking points that they hope you're saying. That's it. It's not so much that you are saying what they want you to say.
I think Leon's just being a realist right now, though.
I'm not saying that either one of them are wrong at this point. I'm just saying that, like, as opposed to constantly looking at it as if it's a point of like a point of like argument. It's not an argument. It's just more of like a statement of fact. Both of you are correct in this sense.
Yeah.
And on that note. That was a good conversation, ladies and gentlemen. I loved it. I loved it. It was fantastic. I was letting the girls fight.
It's fucking
really
echo
good.
chamber we got going on here, man. It's crazy.
Fuck Nintendo.
I love a good nerd fight, man. I'm telling you, man. I will let a nerd fight go on for, as long as it's beneficial.
So real shit. My supervisor, he likes anime and video games as well, and manga and whatnot. We back and forth all the fucking time. It's kind of silly.
I love it. What I will say is that this whole $80 price increase thing it's mainly gonna fuck with Nintendo people, because Nintendo doesn't really put their games on sale ever, literally ever, unless they're fucking trash games, and even then it's like $5 at most.
$5, yeah.
So it's the Nintendo boys that are really going to be paying the $80 price, because, if you're a smart consumer, you're going to wait for a sale no matter what, unless you really got hardcore FOMO with a certain franchise. Well, that's something different. But for the most part, every other PlayStation, especially PC, we all know that, Xbox, these games are going to, most people buy them when they're on sale, 50% off, whatever the case may be. But
these niggas got on the same fit. As somebody in the chat said, I just realized
they have. Oh, they do. Holy shit!
They have the same fit. What is happening?
Hey, yo,
the moment I saw
Hey, this nigga was arguing with himself. That's kind of crazy.
This would happen because of Wizard's fucking Nintendo videos. Oh my god! I saw what he was wearing. I turned my camera off. I changed my clothes real quick. I came back and no one said shit. I was like, oh fuck! I thought this was funny.
I noticed. It's funny because I saw y'all both have bucket hats. I was like, it's a battle of bucket hats right now. It's kind of weird.
That's crazy.
I didn't even notice.
How did I not notice that?
Leon from the future.
Yeah, basically. All of his hair just migrated to his chin instead.
This is the multiverse where you got two different versions.
Leon.
One is anti-corporation and one is licking corporations' balls. It's fantastic. The multiverse does exist. This is great.
Well, it's got the cool juice just dripping down his head. He's like, yeah, Nintendo's great.
But no, in all seriousness, this was a great conversation. I love shit like this. I love nerd fights. And it just goes to show that there's passion. Passion for gaming in different ways, and it's awesome. It's great to see. I'm just more shocked Smash agreed with Leon on something. That's crazy.
I know, that's been a while.
Let's be real. I mean, it is Shill JT. He did buy a Switch
balls,
too.
Yeah, he's Nintendo balls. He's gonna defend those. It's like, yeah.
I mean, this is why they call him Sun Grand JT at this point, but it's fine. It's not a problem.
Crazy.
It's not a problem. At least he got past the tutorial. That's great. Next thing you know, he's gonna be uploading Christian music videos and stuff.
Oh, come on.
It's gonna be great.
That's too far.
All right, let's catch up on super chats, man. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. The girls are fighting. No titties were shown either. That's the worst part. Like usually when girls fight, at least titties get shown. Yeah. All right, where are we at? We got fantastically, amazingly brilliant with it too. Do you think JT will even make it to Zion? I think he'll make it to Zion. After that, it's game over at that point.
Oh, come on.
Kyle B with it too. You still supposed to play First Berserker. You haven't played it. I know you have it.
I also want to play Metaphor. I also want to play Robocock. I also want to play Lies of P.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
She just called that shit Robocock, my nigga.
You know what I'm talking about.
Unintentionally? That's crazy.
Kyle B for it too. So who paid for bad reviews? George Soros? What the fuck? LOL. Maybe. Next is Nocturne with it too. Game companies got way too greedy and losing trust. Fair. Fantastically for it too. Real life fake Gandalf. You shall not Game Pass. I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
That's good.
Fantastically with a 10. Fake Gandalf to Leon. Words of paradise. Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I'm not trying to fob you off. I'm trying to help you see reason. I like this.
I'm digging it.
I like these Lord of the Rings quotes. It's great. And then we got Gray the Merchant of our
I'm here looking at the Switch too, like
Real Life Fake Wizard. Love your work. I just treat companies as companies. If there are products that pique my interest, I buy for sale. Indies have my full attention. Steam, GOG, emulators, call, love nerd fights. Need. Yeah, man, nerd fights are amazing.
This is the year of the indie. I mean, the way that the companies are going, indie games are set up to thrive right now. They really are.
They are. Gray the Merchant with another $1. My plan: get the games I want for cheap. Only game I got for full price is Digimon Time Strangers, since the company who made it earned my trust. FFT will wait until sale. Love all. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the majority of video games, aside from Nintendo, are purchased on sale most of the time. You know, a lot of the major units that get moved are moved during holiday seasons, unless it's a, massively famous franchise like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. Like, if we're talking about something that has a huge legacy, but for the most part, most games are moved during sales, and that's how they get to these units sold that they love to talk about. Like when you hear Randy Pitchford say Borderlands got, what is it, like 10, 15 million units sold. 10 out of those 15 million units were done during multiple sales over the course of a couple of years, many years sometimes, at like $6 a pop, but they don't say that. They just combine them all and they just say units sold, XYZ, whatever. It just sounds nicer. But again, if you're a Nintendo player, you're going to eat the $80 because that's what you're going to be getting. $70, $80 guaranteed for most of the games, unless it's a third-party game that happens to be, $50, $60 for whatever reason. But what's the chances
On the
of
flip
that
side, though,
happening?
you do know that in 5-10 years, you can be able to flip that bitch for 120, 140. Like,
Yeah, but like 99.9% of people buying Nintendo are not going to be reselling. This
Which is exactly why it's
I haven't
valued
resold my GameCube games. So
Right,
that's why it's valued
a
so
cope-
high, is because no one ever sells.
that's a cope thing that they tell collectors of Nintendo. They're like, yeah, man, if you invest in Nintendo, you're not going to lose value and you could resell it. Like, yeah, all right. You got to resell it to you got to resell it to another collector who's trying to increase his collection, who's going to lowball you less than what the fucking regular normie would buy your shit for.
Yeah,
So
no.
it's like, what are you
You're
really
entirely
trying to do?
correct. I was fine because I haven't out resold. I don't think a single GameCube game I've ever bought, or SNES game. Not true. I've resold a couple SNES games, but never any first party Nintendo ones. It's like Maximum Carnage.
And something we didn't even touch on, by the way, is the whole game key situation, which when there's an $80 first party Nintendo game key, I'm going to have issues.
Well,
It's
I mean,
coming.
it's coming. Yeah.
When that happens,
coming.
I'm gonna be pissed because that can never happen.
But
That's
you're
me.
also going to buy it immediately. You're
I
gonna be
don't
like,
know.
I
Actually,
can't
I
wait
don't
to
know.
have
I'm
it.
Oh,
gonna sound a lot like Fake Wizard right now. That actually might be my line where I'm like, I might not actually do that.
I think everyone
I
has a
doubt that.
line. We need to start talking more about when it's time to plant it.
Right. I think we can agree on that for sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Saberpath said that when Randy Pitchford talking about units sold, he's also talking about units given out via PlayStation Plus and Epic Games, free games, etc. Yeah, 100%. Anything to bolster those numbers. Where are we at?
And by the way, Pokemon hit that line with me like the generation before last, and I still try. I was like, you know what? I'll give it one more shot just to see if that was a bad. No more, never again.
That's where I was. The same shit with me.
Eric Jenkins for $199 banana fight. No Diddy, all baby oil. What the fuck, bro? I can't, bro.
He needs to be stopped, man. I'm telling you.
He's a menace to society, bro. Seriously.
bro's gonna keep-
like, I
he's
feel
gonna
like
keep
you
throwing
have an
money at
ankle monitor, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding.
He's gonna keep throwing
Bro,
money at you specifically because he knows
I
shit's gonna be read out loud.
We were talking about, because he sent like super chat saying monkey and shit, and so I went on ChatGPT live like while I was streaming. And he was in the chat and started doing like Eric Jenkins versions of the Monkey King until we got to Let me pull up the best one. It's
crazy,
fucking,
bro.
It's diabolical.
Here's a good one. Codex.
The new tab.
On his cheeks for Nintendo.
Here we go. Share that screen.
The
We
fuck
got
is
Monkey
this?
King
Oh
Eric
my god!
Jenkins.
What the fuck is this, bro?
That actually looks pretty raw, man. That actually
Is
looks
this,
pretty raw.
is this the chim he talks about all the time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Monkey.
That's literally banana.
And the banana on the fucking staff
On
and
the
everything.
staff,
That's
yeah.
that's insane, bro. That's wild. Where'd Leon go? Did he quit?
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
I'm
it.
good.
That's it. He went back to the other dimension.
His
Did you guys fuse?
His band, yeah, his
Real
band.
life-
Hold on to that.
Hey,
Are you still with us, Real Life Fake Wizard? Or did you buy
Real
a
life
Switch
Fake
yet?
Wizard has banished him from this realm.
He bought a Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
He bought a
Switch.
Switch. That's why Leon disappeared.
Yo, I meant to close the image, but I boomered it.
Even your
Fuck
computer's
is
tired of
Leon.
his shit. That's crazy.
That's
I
some
can't
shit
believe
the
these
real
two are
Leon would
literally
do.
dressed the same.
Congratulations
What
to
the
Fake
fuck?
Game Wizard. for
I
being
love
Leon.
it.
I
All
don't
right.
even have. I'm about to go find one. Hold on. I know I got one somewhere.
Gnoli's Principal with a 2. I am a new fan of this stream. Shout out, man.
Hell yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Much
Welcome
love
in.
to you. Appreciate you. And
We're just a bunch of retards.
I
No big deal.
apologize for Leon ahead of time. We're just a bunch of angry gamers. You know, it's an echo chamber here. We totally agree on everything.
Yeah,
all the
there's
time.
no fights ever.
Yeah, we never argue, right? But the people who are on Twitter, they're like, oh, they just stream with each other because they jerk each other off all the time, and it's just an echo chamber. It's like, bro, you haven't watched a single episode of SNH, but whatever. Anyway, I could have ended that argument at any time. I just chose not to. I thought it was really good.
No, you probably just sitting
with
there
love.
playing Cat Quest or some shit. That's what happened.
Listen, motherfucker. First off, put respect on Cat Quest. I platinumed it, so suck a dick. And
Is that
second
good,
off,
by the way?
it's really good. People don't understand how good Cat Quest actually is.
Plus 1 or 2?
The first one's a little basic, but that's because they were just starting out. The second one is really good. The third one, I'm a little on the fence about it.
Okay.
But it's because they drastically changed it so much that it lost its charm. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah. So I mean, we're wait, hold on. Eric Jenkins for 189. I need that, Leon.
I sent it to you earlier today. Actually, I sent all the different iterations because we went through several to try and get them perfect, and so there's like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, I sent them all to you earlier today.
Makes sense. And then Deadeye's Log for $1. Monkey King Eric, Dr. Harambe Keita, and Bubbles the Cowboy Time for the Bonanza.
Wow.
Speaking of, I don't
Rumble
think
is
that
wild.
I don't think that stream is gonna happen today because I don't know where this nigga is. So I'm probably gonna stream myself and just play Stellar Ball.
Nigga finally got arrested.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it's just down to an unreliable thing. Benjamin with a 10. Eric, them Chim Chims can't fight without the Diddy-O. You feel me? They acting still at the Diddy party. Am I right? Black bananas in their brains and shit. Oh, hi, Kata.
That's crazy.
Shout out Benjamin.
Yo, this chat is wild today.
Y'all tripping, right?
It's because they're
Hey,
hyped
well-
on the energy from the fucking 2 Leons we got going on here, arguing with each other. So
The tale of 2 Leons.
Whoa, 2 Leons.
I always win because I'm American, so it doesn't even matter.
That's funny.
next thing you know, he's gonna be like, "We built this country." Like, all right. So anyway.
Here we go.
Let my people go.
All right, boys. This was an awesome stream. Lots of fun as always. We're gonna do our outros. We're gonna start with Sheepsidian, probably the most normal of all of us. Take it away, sir.
Something like that. What's going on, guys? Sheepsidian here.
Wait, I take it
dark.
back. I just realized this motherfucker got a Go Tit shirt on. He ain't normal at all. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it's X-Ray Girl shirt.
I know. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, go ahead.
It goes hard. What you mean? Nonetheless,
Go ahead.
nonetheless, I got work that I'm doing. I'm getting into the groove of how my schedule works. So I'll go ahead and get the stream schedule up as soon as possible for when I'll be able to stream and when you guys can come and watch me again. Still on Sheepsidian on YouTube. Also follow me on Twitter where I shit talk and act like a retard there as well. If I'm not doing that, you'll probably find me drawing some other shit. I got some things that I'm cooking up as well. I'm just kind of keeping on under wraps. And once that time comes, I'll go ahead and put that shit out there for people who are really following what I'm doing here. So stay tuned.
Let's fucking go. Real life fake Leon. Take it away, man. Tell everybody who you are, what you do.
yeah.
Did you put shades on Leon? Oh my god, bro.
Fucking loser.
This is amazing.
It's just fucking retarded. Anyway, go
They were
ahead.
literally sitting right here. It's like, fuck, I could have been wearing them this whole time.
You got anything coming up, Real Life Fake Wizard? Anything got planned?
We got more videos coming. As soon as I get back into America, which, shout out, maybe share a tweet. But yeah, I'm the Real Life Fake Wizard here on YouTube. Videos on the way covering all the stuff we've talked about here. And happy to be here. Much love and respect to both Smash and Leon. We could disagree, but there's a lot we can agree upon. So I hope
Agreed.
this is a learning experience. For
Hopefully it's your sexualities.
We all agreed that we're all straight and that Hypno is farming attention.
Sure. So you can go with that.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to the Real Life Fake Wizard, man. Seriously. Thank you for hanging out with us again. And let me know when you buy that Switch 2 in Mexico. We all know you went there to get it cheaper. So it's fine. A couple of pesos here and there. All right.
Don't tell him that.
We got the other wizard. You know, Leon should put his hair and fold it into his make a beard out of it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
That way we could really get it going. This is great. We should have did this a long time ago when y'all were arguing. So
there we go.
You don't look homeless at all.
What the fuck? You look like Asmongold on the streets.
I was gonna say, Leon looks like he needs to be holding one of those anti-Trump signs right now.
Oh shit!
This is insane.
You better go. Not word.
I feel like he's gonna have a shirt that says "fuck
Word.
ICE."
Word.
That's
Word.
crazy.
No kings.
That's amazing.
All right, go ahead, Leon.
Yeah, well, immediately after this stream, I'm gonna be streaming Resident Evil 4. We're going to hopefully beat the game tonight. I mean, for the God knows how many time, but I've never streamed it
Nice.
before. So yeah, we're on the island. We're in the home stretch. So come watch me rescue the president's daughter and ignore all those other people streaming because I'm better.
That's a nice pitch.
Love you too, man.
Smash AT, go for it.
Real life fake wizard. We got to chat, man. I got to get you on a Smashcast one of these nights. You are definitely going places on here, and I love a good conversation, especially when we have a strong standpoint on two different sides of things. I think it's a healthy debate, and it was an honor having you on here, man. And
like dead ass though, dead ass.
Same thing. God dang, get off your knees.
Why?
Okay, well, one more. Hypno, 90,000. I'm happy for you guys. I'm just trying to say some good things. People always say all do is bad things. All right, so here's good things.
Keep your fucking praises, Italian.
And
No,
finally,
it's fine. You could. What were you gonna say? 90,000.
90,000 subscribers. Congratulations, man. I know how hard it is to get there. Trust me. And you're definitely gonna keep going places. So keep it up. I'm happy for you. Oh, you just push the door? That's all you do? Jesus.
This fucking guy.
So
I'm not even talking about Smash. Look who's calling me.
Ignore that shit. Ignore it.
At the end of the fucking show.
amazing.
Again.
He's like, hey, bro,
Ignore
tell Hypno these Chiefs were totally worth clapping. Tell him it was totally worth it.
Ignore the call, respond to text, and be like, listen, I'm currently on a show that I do every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called Saturday Night Hypnosis.
All right,
I think you know about that show. I think you're actually supposed to be on that show.
Anybody else catch the sequential pattern going on here? Like he shows up late, then he shows up during super chat, the final super chats, then he shows up
Always,
at the very
bro.
end of the stream, then he shows up off stream, like on a fucking phone call.
He shows up randomly, like somehow towards the end every time.
Here it is.
Can I get the full
Beautiful.
screen for one more thing?
Beautiful. Benjamin for a 5, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Leon's edition.
You're dead ass.
And then Toxic for 189. How much for Smash JT to glaze me?
$5.
That nigga cheap.
I would full screen you Smash, but they've already seen all of that on the better gaming stream known as Hypnotic Live.
That's
crazy. The one that actually made up the Hypnotic Live name before it got copied by
I don't
Smash
know.
JT.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, final thoughts from my outro is I will be streaming Expedition 33 after this, and I plan on beating the game tonight. So
I would love to see that.
Oh, I'll be over live on my channel, so come check it out.
I'll be watching.
Right.
Eric Jenkins for 189 says call him Bubbles too. Hey, it's gonna be so mad.
Damn, if I would
Hey, do your outro, man. Do your outro.
I would have put it in there. Yeah, man. Make sure that you guys, I guess, just come over to my stream after this one. Not Leon's because he's gay, and not Smash AT because he's Italian. So come
It's
watch
my month,
mine.
motherfuckers.
All right.
Wait,
come
what?
watch my stream. All right, Black Excellence. Come watch my stream. We're gonna be playing Stellar Blade. All right. I got some mods installed while they were yapping about Nintendo. So come look at that. It's gonna be
The
fun.
foot, you did the foot
All right.
mod, didn't you?
No, I couldn't find it. There's no such thing. I don't know why.
Yes,
That's
there
not.
is. I literally tagged you on X.
No,
It's
no,
called the
I'm not
foot mod.
downloading that nasty mod where her hands are feet. That's disgusting. No,
I
I'm not doing
guarantee you he has that installed right now.
He definitely does.
Come over to my channel. You know, I'm finally getting out. I had to have a whole week of gaming. I haven't done that in a few months. So we're gonna have videos coming back up on regularly on the channel. So go look forward to that. Also go to New Black Street. You know what I mean? We stream on Mondays and Fridays. This Monday, obviously, we're gonna have Lumi on again. And I can't tell you who's gonna be the guest for Friday, but it will be good. So make sure that y'all come over there and subscribe to all of the channels, everybody's channels. All right. And yeah, if you need a new PC, make sure that you go to Meta PCs, use code 199, get a new PC.
Hey, real quick, I see Piranha
Yeah,
Pout.
I actually let it go through this time.
Piranha Pout is in the chat. I'm glad to see you're still alive after yesterday. Piranha Pout.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Just calling it out
Oh,
like
they're
that.
all, God
Did
damn.
you not see what happened? God damn.
I'm
It
glad
don't
you
matter.
didn't
Don't
commit.
call her out,
I'm
bro.
glad you didn't commit seppuku. Like, you know, holy shit,
No,
bro.
no,
Just-
no. It was just a little bit of drinky drink. It was quite the stream.
Bro, she's like she's trying to slink out of the fucking limelight because you know it's showing about her.
Seriously,
Here
bro.
goes JT, and then Piranha Pout.
Hey,
No,
Piranha Pout,
he's like
I
the
just-
state. He's
I
like the
wanna
state
know-
trooper that shines the fucking flashlight in your
I just
face.
want to know how bad the hangover was today. That's all I want to know.
Hey, what you doing over there?
That's insane, bro. This guy. Smash JT.
I wish
just
I was sponsored by Meta
Yo, do you
PC.
have that right there next to you so your wife can find you with the lights off?
Actually,
wow.
yes.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ, man.
Actually, quick story. It's
Oh
real
no,
quick, I
oh
promise
no.
you.
Why is there
So-
no?
So my mother-in-law comes in the room. She's like, I'm sitting on the chairs. We got like dark chairs, and she walks past me and she calls me, and I go yes, and scared the shit out of her. It was the funniest thing. She's like, I did not see you. I was like, because I didn't look up.
Oh my god, bro.
That shit was funny. I love it.
Man.
All right, on
Good
that
people are
note, we got Hypnocast Sunday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bro, what the fuck? At the end of the stream, my guy? Our
Damn!
Drop.
Damn! What a way to end it. Holy crap.
Our cuz, bro. That's insane. What are we doing? Our cuz, man. Thank you so much,
Damn.
bro. Holy
Good
shit.
job supporting Hypnotic. If you want
20.
to support a local
20 membership banger, bro. Thank you so much. That's absolutely insane. That will definitely not go to people who are hired by Geeks and Gamers, but thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Anyway, Sunday through Friday, Hypnocast 9 p.m. Eastern. But guys, we've been experimenting with Hypnotic Live doing early morning streams, and needless to say, you guys have been unbelievably supportive, like shockingly supportive in the early morning streams. And I'm able to do the early morning streams because I've been obviously clipping my videos and doing my video segments during the live stream and uploading them to the channel, and they've been getting crazy views. So I haven't been able. I don't need to record during the day anymore. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to put more content in somehow. And you guys have been showing up for the morning stream, so I appreciate you. So
This just in, Smash JT is considering doing.
So Griffcast will be at 5 p.m. Eastern every day. Obviously, you guys already know that. But lately, I'm thinking about potentially adding a 9 to 11 in the morning stream.
That's
Probably
crazy.
almost every,
So was I.
probably almost every day.
That on Monday. I was gonna start doing that on Monday.
So thank you guys so much for supporting the early morning streams. And if you see any other content creators within this relative space start streaming from 9 to 11 a.m., just realize they suck dick and they copied me. They basically it. They copied me. Except for RealLifeFakeWizard. He's cool. And Sheep City, he's cool too. These other three, I don't know about.
And Smash JT, he's cool too.
I
don't know about that.
Pretty cool. I don't know.
But no, seriously,
I
thank
will
you guys.
never
It's been a while, man.
That's way too early to wake
We
up.
did we had like almost 200 plus concurrent people watching on Stellar Blade. We had like a 2,500 view stream on
Wait, how many
Mind's
people
Eye.
are watching here tonight?
It's like 700-800 concurrent.
So you could say I had more people watching me play Stellar Blade than you. Got it.
Kick this motherfucker.
Anyways, thanks for coming. Oh shit! How you doing, Hypno? I'm crying. Oh god, that was a good one. Woo!
Is Hypnotic angry?
He's very angry. Yes. He's even got like the star over his eyes. This is getting awkward. Say something. Ooh.
Jiminy Christmas.
On that note, shout out to all you guys again. Thank you so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, everything. I appreciate you guys. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. So join me again, maybe on, if we do an early morning live stream playing video games, I would greatly appreciate it. But if not, we got the streams for later in the day to hang out. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, read manga. Like Sheep always says, read manga. Lots of manga. Read manga.
It's manga.
And whatever you do, never publicly glaze the person that you copy every single day.
I
Right
love
now.
my dad. I love
Shout
my
out to
dad.
Hypnotic and the Bigot Army raid. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best one take right now. I'm not as good as Hypnotic in his one takes on his videos that he cuts for his stream.
Actually, quality.
It's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. True.
It's funny because it's true.
You're goddamn right.
That he was extremely original about, and that I copied everything, and I don't have an original bone on my body, and I don't know how I live, or I don't even know how I breathe without Hypnotic telling me I need to inhale and then to remind me to exhale. Hypnotic is there for me every moment of my life. I don't know what to do without him, so I appreciate you, Hypnotic. Thank you for everything. But he's trying to throw me off with this raid. I had such a good one take going, and now I'm like, oh, gotta start over now. Gotta start over. Look at Hypnotic clipped. Thank you very much. Man, the clips of Smash JT are gonna fill your hard drive. And maybe pause on that because that sounds kind of weird.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay. Gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, John. Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
of the black man. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.